hide how you felt. Tap the screen, share the live. What's up, Zen, young baby? Tap that screen, share that live. Tap that screen, share that live. Tap that screen, share that live. We're back now. I got everything working how it's supposed to be. Black people need to definitely be ashamed, especially if you know better, right? You know, if you don't know, that's one thing. But to know exactly where it came from, the history and all that, that's ridiculous, right? Hawk, let me get your age and religion.
I'm 2005. I was born in 2005, and I'm Muslim.
Okay, and where are you from?
I'm from Somalia.
Okay, black people should be ashamed to be Christian, Hebrew, Israelite, or Muslim.
Yeah, could you explain those?
The reason why it's like this, right? So you say you're from Somalia, right?
Yeah.
How does your religion get to Somalia?
What Islam came from trading.
Okay, it came from trading, right? So that's not necessarily true, right?
Okay,
Somalia Somalia was invaded, right? And this religion was pressed on you. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you, man. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you. Okay. It's only one internet search away.
Okay.
What's up, pretty cat?
Hey, Reggie. When you logged off earlier or a second ago, it took me to Nines. Fuck it, live and the way they trying to change
what's going on?
Sickening.
Why do you say this?
Relax. Why are you busting on here like you own the place? Fuck out of here. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
When you get a chance, you can try to mod. I can help. Hey, Lily.
Let me let this person up. Okay. Well, there is some truth to what you're saying. It definitely was brought through trade, but at the same time, it still doesn't belong to you. It comes from somewhere else, right? We know for a fact that Africans are the first people on Earth, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so why would you let somebody that is not from Africa, that you know that you're 200 and probably 40,000 years older than? That's number one. Number two, why would you let a group of people who enslaved black people, right?
Yeah.
Why would you teach you about God? But why? And also, why would you, right, believe a religion that actually refers to you as raising head slaves and half black slaves? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Islam does that.
Islam does that.
In what verse?
Bilal.
Yeah. What about Bilal? Yeah.
Okay. Bilal was a slave, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That's number one.
But
do
he
you want
was
to know
a
the
slave
verse?
Before Islam even came.
Okay,
like
so
when Muhammad ﷺ came to Bilal, he befried him.
So are you saying that Bilal was a slave before Islam was invented?
Like before, like the revelation, everything like that. Before, like
I'm saying that before it was created, correct?
Yeah. Basically like that, yeah.
Okay. So we know that your religion isn't the first religion, and it just was made up, right? And it copied from other places. That's another story. So what? He freed him. He was a slave. Now let's get to the other claim that I made. Does your book refer to black people as raising heads? Yes or no?
Bro, you're gonna have to tell me the verse. Like,
I'm asking you a question. Does it say yes or
no?
Me
personally, no. Like, can you show proof?
It doesn't say that.
No.
It doesn't say that.
No. Can you show proof?
So you don't know what your book says.
Okay.
I'm going to show you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to show you. Obviously, I'm going to obviously show you. But answer what I'm asking you. Yeah. So you don't know what your book says. Yes or no?
I don't know everything. No.
Okay. So what kind of Muslim are you when you don't know what the book says?
No. I mean, do you know everything that the Quran says?
No, I don't know none of what it says, but I do know that part.
See,
My point is this: I'm not the Muslim. You are.
No, and
I'm not
Islam
supposed
says
to know
that
it.
you should increase your knowledge. It doesn't say before you become Muslim, you should already know everything about Islam.
I didn't say that. Nobody
just
said
said
that.
that. You
But you
just
are
said that.
supposed.
You
That
said-
is not what
you
I said.
said-
I did not say don't talk when I fucking talk. That's number one. Number two, don't talk when I fucking talk. Number three, don't talk when I fucking talk. Reggie did not say before you become a member of Islam that you're supposed to know everything in it. What I said is you're the Muslim, so you're supposed to know your book. You're supposed to know that book verbatim, word for word. Is that correct?
Where does he say that?
So you're not supposed to be able to recite the Quran.
You should be able to, but it's not forcible. You should only
Exactly.
know
Exactly. So if you're supposed to be able to recite the book word for word, you should know what I'm talking about, right?
And so where does it
Yes
say
or
you have to
no?
know everything in the Quran?
I didn't say that. I'm gonna repeat what I said again. You're supposed to know the Quran word for word, correct?
So that means knowing everything.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Does that mean knowing everything?
Yes or no?
No,
So you're not supposed to know the Quran word for word, verbatim.
no.
That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie.
Go ahead,
And guess
go
what?
ahead.
The reason why you are lying is because you're allowed to lie to me because I'm a kuffar. You already
When
said
does it
earlier
say
that
that?
you're supposed to know it. Listen, you already said earlier that you're supposed to know it verbatim. You're supposed to know it in Arabic.
I mean,
Right?
What do you mean? Like, should you be able to read it in Arabic?
Listen. Do you understand English and what I'm saying to you?
English isn't my first language, so you're gonna have to explain it.
Clearly.
Yeah. No
what
shit.
I'm saying to you is this. Listen, no shit. You know how to talk shit, but you don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
When
If
have I
you be
talked
quiet,
shit?
you'll hear me.
You're pulling up.
Listen,
No,
Listen,
you haven't even proved yourself a single time.
Number
So
four.
sources.
Number four. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking. Right? That's number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to repeat to you again because you don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Right? Are you supposed to know the Quran verbatim? Yes or no?
Wait, are you supposed to know the Quran word by word?
Yes.
No, you're not supposed to.
Yes, you are. You're supposed to be able to recite it word for word.
Okay,
Yes, you are.
Okay, and now show proof.
Listen. I'm going to show you proof because I'm saying a lot of different things. What I'm about to show you proof of.
I've said no.
That's not fucking true. You're supposed to know the Quran verbatim. So now I know 2 things about you. You don't know what it says and you don't know your religion. But let's get back to what the claim that I made. My claim was that your book refers to us as raising head slaves. So I'm going to show you. 9-3. Shut the fuck up. This is my life. Matter of fact, I'm going to shut you the fuck up, 9-3. So let's get back to what I'm saying.
So the Surah
Okay,
Al-Baqarah.
Sahir al-Bakari, right?
Oh, the same verse, I bet. Oh,
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, so technically this is the hadith, right?
Okay.
Is that correct?
Wait, I didn't even hear you. What did you say like before that?
Are you a Muslim or not? Because I'm starting not to believe that you're a Muslim.
Well, I said I didn't hear you. Can you not take 1 second and say it again? Like, come on, gang.
Okay, I repeat it.
Okay,
I
go
repeat
ahead.
it. So what I'm saying to you is this, right? Is this the hadith or is this the Quran?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, but I didn't hear you. Like, what did you say before that? That was the thing. I didn't hear you what you said before
No,
that.
fuck, I just repeated it 3 times. Is this the Quran or is this a hadith?
Exactly. So what did you say?
Oh my
You
goodness.
said all I heard was surah, and then that was it. So what
Listen,
surah?
I'm asking you a question.
So what surah?
Is this what I'm reading to you? What I just said, because you started saying exactly like you know what I'm talking about, the same verse. Is this the Quran or the Hadith? I'm asking you a very simple question.
Okay, so what surah?
I didn't say fucking surah.
So what did you say then?
Okay, answer what I'm asking you because you clearly said that you know what I'm talking about, right? You said the same verse. Did you say that? Yes or no?
What? I said I thought we had the same verse open.
Okay, so what verse are you referring to?
I was referring to Surah Al-Baqarah when Allah said Allah does not burden any soul beyond that he can bear. So it means that if you don't have the capacity, memory, or time to memorize every text word by word, God does not hold them accountable for it. Exactly proving my point.
I'm talking about raising his slaves.
No, you said every Muslim should know the Quran word by word.
Listen, you are supposed to know the Quran word.
And I just showed you that you're not supposed to.
You are listen. Yes, you are supposed to know. You're supposed to be able to recite it at all times. Yes, you are.
Yeah, to be able to perform daily prayers. You're not supposed to know every.
It doesn't matter. You're supposed to know it word for word. You might not even know what the fuck. Listen. You might not even know what the fuck is saying, depending on the fact if you know Arabic or not. But you are supposed to know the Quran word for word. I know plenty of people that know it. They don't know what they're talking about, but they all know it. Matter of fact, I'm going to have another Muslim who speaks Arabic tell you right now exactly what I'm saying.
Well, when did I say I speak Arabic?
I didn't say that you spoke Arabic. What I said to you is I'm going to have someone who does speak Arabic tell you exactly what I just said to you. And I don't think that you speak Arabic.
Yeah, because I don't.
Okay. What I said to you again is this. Whether if you speak...
Okay, hold on.
Shut the fuck up. If you shut the fuck up, you'll understand what I'm trying to tell you. What I said to you is this. Whether if you speak Arabic or not, you as a Muslim are supposed to be able to recite the Quran word for word, whether if you understand what you're saying or not. And I know plenty of people who do. They just don't know what they're saying, right? Because they're supposed to practice it and they teach it to them, right? That's what it's for. Now back to what I'm saying, right? Sahih al-Bukhari, number 7142 states, right? Allah's messenger said, you should listen to and obey your ruler, even if he was an Ethiopian black slave whose head was like a raisin, is what I said. So your religion refers to us as raisin head fucking slaves.
What hadith?
I just fucking said it to you. I don't know if you have a problem with hearing, but I'm tired of repeating myself.
Just say the hadith. Why are you arguing so much? You're a grown man arguing with you.
I'm not arguing with you. Why do you listen? Do you need a miracle ear? Because every time I say something to you, I have to fucking repeat it to you 10 times. Shut the fuck up, and you'll hear everything I'm saying. Last time I'm going to repeat it to you, right? Again, the fucking hadith is Sahih al-Bukhari 7142. I'm not saying it again. Tap the screen, share it live.
Thanks for the gift, Reggie. Y'all need to tap up. It's more than 10 of y'all in here. Y'all could definitely get these likes up. 156 is fucking disrespectful. If you're not enjoying it, move the fuck on. But y'all can get some taps and some shares out. Thank you. Hey, Lily.
Hi, pretty cat. I just wanted to come up here and tell my folks, y'all, why is there a man in my DM who's saying he's willing to pay me to cuss him out? Should I take on the job?
Yes.
I got you. I'm gonna put in a refer. I'm a refer. I'm a reference.
Yeah, you do the nasty cusses and I'll do the fuck. I don't know. Make it up. Yeah, definitely take it.
Yes, he said, "Oh, I'm willing to pay." He said, "Like you're goddamn alive." You like, okay, you goddamn ugly motherfucker. I got you. Just go ahead and send the money first, though. I ain't doing this shit. Yes,
You do cuss him out. It do be poetic. I ain't gonna lie.
It'd be poetic.
Yeah, I'm sure. After if I was a male,
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to speak. Okay, so can I speak? So
Shut your bitch
Prophet
ass up.
Muhammad.
I'm about to cuss your ass out next. You dirty bum.
Like you think just because look, I'm waiting for my turn to speak. That basically what you're trying to say is shut the fuck up so we can talk.
Shut
No,
the fuck
wait your
up.
fucking turn or kick rocks, motherfucker.
You guys need to grow up really bad.
No, you need to grow up,
behaving
bitch.
like kids.
You need to
Still
grow up,
behaving-
bitch.
No.
Still behaving like
Shit,
kids.
show your ball still ain't dropped yet. Shut your bitch
I
ass
don't
Still
up.
fuck you
behaving
think you
like-
care how
Shut
you
your
feel
bitch
how
ass
we
up.
act. You a Muslim nigga. Fuck you.
You guys, bro.
Bro, right. Fuck. Shut your bitch ass up.
Please mind me.
All right,
These niggas. Man. Well, you heard her talking, and me and her were talking.
So the prophet spoke those words to shatter the ethnic pride. He was telling his followers, your leader does not need to be a
keeper of the pyramids,
man.
keeper of
Even
the
if the person
pyramids,
in this charge
keeper
is
of the
down-
pyramids, camel rider, and sand dweller. Shut the fuck up.
Girl.
Fuck. Thank you. You sound better when you on mute.
Now you can speak. You gotta wait. What's disrespectful?
See, the
Bro,
people of the sands, they don't got no. The people of the sands, they don't know how. They don't got no
Wait.
patience.
Wait, is your hair real? Or did you buy your hair from 7-Eleven?
I don't know.
Or did-
Did you write? Do
or
you
did
write
you-
camel? Do you write camels to your house? Which camel do you like Which camel do you like best when you ride home? One that got one hump or two?
Wait, but which whip do you like the most?
Which one do you like better?
Which whip would you like to get
Which
whipped with?
camel do you like to ride home better on?
But
One
you sound
camel
stupid
or
saying
two?
that.
One
You're
hump or two
Somali.
Wait,
humps?
what boat would you
Y'all
like to
been
come to
slaves
America,
before
bro?
too.
Which boat do you like the
Listen,
most? The one who
You
carries the
came,
Africa?
you came to America on a boat too. You came
Who
to
said I'm
America
in
on a boat
America?
too.
Who said I'm in America?
Well, you're missing out on a great opportunity then.
But
Then
you
you in
guys,
a third world
you
country.
African Americans are all on just EBT.
So what?
I
You're
am
anything.
the captain.
No,
I am the
you guys-
captain of the
no.
ship.
I am on
I am
EBT.
the captain
I am-
of the
listen,
ship.
I
Shut
am
your
on
stupid ass.
EBT.
Listen,
I am on EBT.
That's only for women and children, bro. And even if we did have,
bro,
listen,
you African
listen,
Americans aren't
but
doing
listen,
anything in America.
but listen, even if we was on EBT, you're over there starving, right? You're
Guys are
hungry.
in
You got
America.
Your
flies-
post is
shot by
hungry.
You got
police.
flies on your face. Listen,
guys-
you're from the
you guys got
poorest
bullet on
country
your
in the
faces.
world.
You guys
Listen,
got
you're from
bullet
the
on your
poorest country
faces.
in the world, and y'all smell like shit.
Y'all wear
You guys
cow
are meant
You're
hides.
just
to
as
be
black
the
as
Y'all
we
use-
is.
people on
Y'all
planet
use
Earth.
Listen,
cow hides for
listen,
sandals. Like shut the fuck up.
Listen. We're the richest black people on earth. What are you talking about?
No, you're not. Actually, no.
Yes,
No.
we are.
The immigrants coming
Yes,
to
you
America
are.
are overtaking
No,
you guys.
listen,
The black African immigrants coming from.
listen. The people who come here
Why do you
that
keep
are like
muting
that,
me?
they already have money before they get here. African Americans are the richest black people in the world. What are you talking about? Our economy, just the black Americans in America, has more money than your whole fucking country.
Wait, who is his? Wait. I got a question, Reggie. Where are his people from?
He's Somalian.
Oh, can he point to me where one billionaire Somalian is at?
Right.
We got
They're
billionaire black
scammers.
Americans though. We do.
They're-
You know,
Listen, they're
LeBron
scammers
James.
because they live in our state.
LeBron James, that's a billionaire. We got Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. You know, we got a lot of folks that is black American who got money. We got monies. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to scam to get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't got to do the little phone scams and shit. You know, oh, if you give us $1,000, you will open up your account that got $1 million. You know how y'all.
What they do is this, because listen, most Somalians in the United States, they live in Columbus, Ohio, or they live in motherfucking Minneapolis, right? I live in Ohio, right? This is what they do. They run daycare scams. They have a big ass fucking building, and because they're fucking immigrants, they get fucking what's the right word? They give them loans. They gonna give them a fucking loan because this country is built on fucking immigration and businesses. So they give them fucking loans. They make bogus ass motherfucking daycares and they running scams. You can look it up. And that's how they getting money.
Sending that shit back home so that people can have some food to eat.
They also be doing fake ass lawsuits and shit. One of their most popular Somalian women, Brickface, her ass is. Yeah, I don't trust none of them niggas. I ain't hungry though. I don't care how he feel about it.
Like I'm just saying, I wish I would argue with a motherfucker whose people like y'all all look related. Like every time, like we can tell who y'all people are because y'all all look the fucking same. Y'all got that same narrow ass nose, that prominent forehead, and that sand dweller skin tone. Now ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying y'all all look like at least one of y'all family members or ancestors was cousins. Okay, you got at least one pair
agree,
of.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie though.
You know what you got to say.
Look at Reggie, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's true.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, listen. Two things about them is I don't know. Is they women. A lot of them are two extremes, right? I don't know if they funkier or finer. Them motherfuckers is fine. I don't care what nobody says.
Nah,
They really are.
Yeah, they are though.
Mhm.
They are though.
You got a nice shape.
See, it's the women that's fine. The men though, they ugly as shit.
Yeah, that's why we can't really date outside our race so easily. Men can because women, I think we just supposed to be beautiful so we can continue procreating with that, you know. But men, they don't really, you know.
The men ugly as shit. Oh, Courtney, didn't I cuss you out earlier with your fat foreheaded ass? I so did. I cussed you out on Christina Panda, forehead.
Your ass back out too.
Your ass ain't cussing out nothing, you dumb goofy ditzy bitch. I sure did, and I'm gonna do it again. Shut your stupid ass up, you dirty foot dragging asshole. Shut your ass up. Fuck wrong with you? You probably walk outside barefoot, you black footed ass bitch. Shut your bitch ass up. Shut your bitch ass up. Shut your bitch ass up, bitch. Shut your bitch ass up, bitch. I don't give a fuck, you dirty asshole. Dirty. Fuck wrong with you? You smell like fish sticks. You smell like fish sticks and desperation and depression, bitch. I wish I would argue with a dirty, funky pussy bitch like you. What's wrong with you? Huh?
Lily, you gotta come back with your other account.
Okay, hold on.
Oh my god. And she definitely got one. And she definitely gonna come back with her other account.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what we can get out before then, Courtney. What's good? Fish sticks.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Courtney.
I love y'all, but I can't stand her. She tried me. All of that's unnecessary. You could express your point of view. You could express your feelings, your knowledge in a better manner. So because she's incapable of that.
Did you cross the line?
No, she just went off. Like, girl, why you so triggered? Like, I
don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm gonna keep talking how the fuck I want to talk, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Shut up. Shut up, bitch. Ain't nobody gonna fight you, gingivitis mouth. Ain't nobody gonna fight you, gingivitis mouth. Go get your teeth checked. Go get a dental exam. Go get a dental exam, you dirty mouth ass bitch. Fuck wrong with you? Fuck wrong with you, you dirty asshole? Fuck up, you dirty asshole.
I'm gonna show you how he
Fuck you and your God. Fuck you and your God. How about that?
All right.
Bitch, you're not doing shit either, bitch. Fuck you and your God. Your God can suck dick from the back. That's all he can do. Fuck you talking.
Do it better.
I don't do it better. Matter of fact, your mother do it better. 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 Matter of fact, your mother do it so well. I bet you her knees is probably fucked up. She got arthritis in her knees for how much dick she sucked. Fuck are you talking about? You dirty ass bitch. You dirty ass bitch.
She got more money than your
dirty
mother.
ass bitch. I died it.
And I got more money
You know
than
what?
you.
And you know what she probably do? She probably do.
I know she do.
probably
You
do
talk
because
like
that mouth
it.
is good.
You
That
talk
mouth
like
is
it.
good.
Stop
That
talking
mouth
to
is
me. You
good. Yeah.
ignorant. You
She
too
she
ignorant.
do. She get
You
paid
too
for that mouth.
ignorant.
Your
I
mama get
can't
paid for that
even.
mouth,
You
huh?
too
Your
ignorant.
mama get paid for that mouth, huh? I know she
Anyway,
do.
Reggie,
I know
how was
she
your
do.
day?
I know she do.
How was
I
your
know
day?
she do. Your mama get paid to lay on her back. Your mama get paid to
How
suck
was
dick.
your
So
day?
of course she make more money than me. Cause I don't sell my soul for no couple bucks. Your mama do though.
I
You see what I'm
doubt
saying?
it.
Your
I
mama
I
do
believe
doubt
though.
it.
The same
I
way
I
that
sell
you
highly
mine
doubt
do.
for a
it.
couple bucks.
I highly
Hey,
doubt that.
I mean the
That
same
sounds
way
like
that
that's
you do
your
though,
only
right? The
profession.
same way that you do though,
It
right?
actually sounds like it's your only
family business.
profession.
It's a
It
family
actually
business.
sounds like it's your only
You come from
profession. Stop talking to me.
generation of dick suckers.
Stop talking
You
to
come from a
me. That's
generation
where I
of dick
think you
suckers.
came
It went
from.
from great grandma.
Clearly not from God. Anyway,
Damn, TikTok.
yeah. But I'm
I
still
didn't even say
here.
half that type of shit, and they be getting my ass. Yeah,
Yeah, for a couple bucks. I sell my soul to any one of y'all right now.
you crazy.
Whoever got the money. And I'm gonna sell it to the next person as soon as you give me the money.
That's
We gotta get
sad.
at least $100K.
Man, I'll sell somebody my soul for 50 cents right now. Whoever the fuck knows.
That's not funny, Reggie.
It's not funny. I'm serious as fuck.
No, you're not.
Yeah, okay, listen. First person that give me 50 cents right now on here, my soul belongs to you.
No.
Right now.
Yeah, now we know your character, boy.
50 roses. 50 roses and it's sold. Now when
Yeah,
it's live,
it's a whole
I'm gonna
50.
resell it now.
You racist and you
I'ma
don't care
resell
about
it
your
now.
own personality or soul. So
Are
now
you-
we know that
are you
about
black?
you.
Are you
I'm
black?
Cuban and I'm white.
Goodbye. Fuck both y'all. Chapter
Girl,
screen,
Courtney,
share
why
that
you
live.
scared? Ain't no fucking soul. We don't have one, so we good.
Cat, please stop. We do have a soul. You know you
But
have
you
a
ain't
soul,
never,
Cat.
you
I
never
know
been
you
able to
do.
show me
Listen,
it. Show me your soul.
where's it at?
I,
I see it.
Where?
I see your soul.
Upstairs?
I have never met it.
Where?
I have never met y'all.
met
And stop. I have never met y'all in the flesh, but I can feel it. Like, truly.
Girl, that's just your
Oh, shit.
emotions.
Right.
It's just your
No,
emotions
it's
wanting to
not.
confirm what you
No,
want
it's
to
not,
believe.
Kat. I'm telling you. Pretty,
Well, then
I'm
you should be
telling
able
you.
to show it. Because if you ask me, like, "Oh, where's your foot?" I can show you that. Where do you have blood in your body? I can show you that. They can cut me open. We can do X-rays. But when I ask you where your soul is, it's never anything tangible. It's just
You
I
are
can
your
feel
soul.
it.
You are a reflection of your soul.
Yeah, when I
Courtney,
look
that
in the
don't make
mirror, I'm a
no
It
sense.
reflection of
beams
myself.
through you. It's your aura. It's your vibe. Your
No,
soul
make
is
no
everything
sense.
you are.
I don't have a vibe.
Stop, Reggie.
If that's the
And
case,
innately
then
I
it's
don't have a
good.
vibe.
Innately
I
it's
don't have a
good.
vibe. I
All
don't
right.
have a vibe.
All right.
It's a vibe.
I know some women who have vibes. Plug them on in. Some of them take double A batteries. Some take square batteries. But that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Wait,
to use
what?
mine before I go out so I can be level-headed. Because I'll be a slut if I'm not. Like, I
I'm praying for y'all.
you. But no,
They don't
I
deserve
really,
that.
like, the soul. If you're saying that the soul is what makes us us, then you're saying that the soul can be manipulated by experiences, because experiences are greatly
Absolutely. That's what Satan uses to deceive us. Our experiences. Absolutely.
I can't mute you. Complete. I don't know. I don't know. That's just your belief, though. But I don't really hate you. Yeah. So.
And likewise, it's all love with me. I don't know why I be getting the hate. Like it really, like I really don't get it. Like we can have our different beliefs, but I think there is a common ground. And at the end of the day, that's just what it is.
Please don't make her get her other account. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let's get soda.
What up? I mean, it's just a cognitive dissonance for me. Like, I don't understand how as believers y'all just abandon critical thinking. The shit is so crazy.
It is. It makes having conversations with them kind of boring to me lately.
What have we abandoned? Explain to me. Because
Critical
y'all
thinking.
view this as liberation and freedom. The separation from God, the separation from our ancestral religion, whether we date back to the 1800s through enslavement, or we date back further, the separation.
This is not our ancestral belief. What are you talking about? In the
It's not the
1800s,
origin
wasn't that longer?
story. It's not our origin story.
That's not what I'm
but-
saying. That's not what I'm saying. You're talking about this as our ancestral belief. That is not true. I know family members that, well, they're dead now, but in my life, they were alive in the 1800s, right? So that doesn't mean that it's our ancestral fucking belief system. I'm not a Jew, so that's not true. And that's a rhyme.
Facts.
Just because I was in the class listening, some people don't want to just shut up and listen. And this is the problem that we be having in the Black communities. Y'all want to be, I don't know what be like going through some people's heads where y'all want to just, like your conscience is telling you, you got to speak up. You got to be right. You got to be right. Speak up. Speak up. Just shut up sometimes. Because if you listen to that wee monkey behind your earlobe, he's telling you to shut the fuck up, because some of y'all don't know shit. And that's the truth. Some of y'all don't. Maybe the lace front too tight. Maybe you got some trauma. I don't know. But the white European standard did some fucking trauma on a lot of y'all motherfuckers in the Black community. And it fucking shows. And this conversation is why Black people should be ashamed of these religions. Because the fact that you need a religion to tell you how to wash your ass and how to love somebody is barnacles to me. The fact that you need religion to tell you how to be kinder, be nicer. But truth be told, ain't none of y'all motherfuckers out here living that motherfucking goddamn Bible. Half of y'all say y'all read the Bible. No, y'all don't. Y'all don't read the Bible. Y'all cherry pick certain verses that fix your everyday life, knowing damn well y'all still be hooping and hollering, running around, doing God knows what, having children out of wedlock, judging people because the Bible said you could, and all this extra hoopla bullshit. Shut the fuck up. People are tired of that bullshit. At the end of the damn day, y'all keep making fucking excuses, and I'm tired of the bullshit. Y'all following a fucking religion that put your ancestors enslaved, literally, and unalive 2.6 million of your goddamn people, and still is doing it to this day. You got people that CDC is taking healthy food off the fucking market because it's contaminated, and you got the nerve to sit here and say, let me shut the fuck up.
Hey y'all, I just want to say Jesus is not coming back to save you. You have to save yourself. Amen. He is busy getting a blowout and putting his sandals on. He don't care.
A blowout is crazy.
I'm gonna be honest.
Cabinets. Leave him alone.
Be honest. The thing is, people are not realizing that God is nothing more than a frequency. That's it. A frequency. And that frequency is energy, okay? Them cells that you have running deep within your veins, that's all it is. And that's my opinion. But when we have these type of conversations, see, I can deal with spirituality because I think there's more to us than this goddamn body. But you bitches that keep talking about these Hebrew Israelites, there's 4,000 religions out there, but then all of a sudden everybody want to sit here and say that my religion is right. That's how all y'all barnacles is fucked. You got Asians saying follow their religion because that's the true way to God. None of y'all know the true nature of who God is. All of y'all saying that God is a man, a Muslim, a DoorDash driver, a Uber driver. None of y'all know the real truth. And that too. So when we have these conversations, I think it's Courtney, whatever her name is. Yeah, I'm just not agreeing with anything that you're saying, but I really want to hear half of the stuff that you have to say about this so-called God, because I'm pretty sure you're imperfect. And truth be told, because the Bible said, don't put your trust in man, put your trust in me. So why the fuck will we sit here and listen to somebody like you on this motherfucking platform? That's what I want to know. The Bible says that.
Are you speaking to me?
I was speaking to Courtney, sweetheart.
Yeah, you said a mouthful. I was kind of in and out, but I think the essence of what you stated was that There's different religions. Ultimately, how can I it was a lot. So can you
So I'm gonna just wrap it up like
about
this,
what you
Mama.
want me to respond
Yeah,
to?
most definitely, sis. So there's 4,999 religions. One holds the key to be right to salvation. Tell me the difference. Which religion if I was to follow, if I came to you, Courtney, and I said, Courtney, I'm having a hard time. I really want to be a follower, but there's 4,000 something religions out there. What would you do? What would you tell me to convince me to be a Christian? Because I could be a Muslim. Say it again.
Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light.
But that's what Hebrews, Israelite people, and Muslims think differently. They think their God is different from your God.
Well, then you will be at liberty to choose, sister.
But how? Which one is correct, sis? Because I want to be steered in the right direction.
Well, God will put that in your heart. I have faith and trust in my God that He will reveal that to you when necessary.
Got you.
If there's something you desire, if there's something you truly desire, I trust that God will reveal that to you.
Got you.
I don't have the stands in the gap for that.
Okay, so let me ask you this one last question. Does everything has a cause?
Does everything has a cause?
Yes.
Meaning? Can I have an example?
So in order for something has to be created for something else to be created, correct? Everything has a so let me say this. Everything has a cause, right? Meaning that something caused you to be born, correct?
In that retrospect, correct.
Right. So if something caused you to be born, something also caused the air that we breathe, correct?
Correct.
The ocean.
Correct.
The sun, the sky, the moon, the stars, right? Follow me? So if that's the case, that means that something caused something else to be created. So everything has a cause within a cause. So can you answer this one question for me? What caused God to be created?
God created Himself.
How was that? How was that possible? You just said everything has a cause. So if everything has a cause, Courtney, something had to cause God to even be here. So what caused God to be here?
That's a complex idea. We can blame it on cosmos. We can blame it on an asteroid. We can blame it on a lot of things, but I think it's a complex question to ask God or ask me, where did He come from? That's nothing in the Bible alludes to God.
Alcohol.
Say godless.
No, Pretty Cat was talking about blame it on the goose. So I said blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah. So let me break it down to you, my love, right? So I don't think everything does have a cause, right? In order for you to have a negative, you have to have a positive. I think we all know that, right? That's just like a battery, right? There's like a negative and there's a positive at the battery on each end, right? So both of them are equally mixed together to cause something, right? Prime example, everything starts feminine, right? When you are born, you literally are just a feminine spirit. That's all you are, right? Males as well, right? Males started off in the womb as XXX or X whatever that shit is, and then they break off into something else, and they XX, and then they get a ding dong, right? And they, it starts incubating and baking and shit, and then they grows up and all this extra shit, right? So everything has a cause. So the fact of the matter is that a lot of you Christians don't even know what caused God to even be here, because it doesn't even say it inside that so-called Bible that people have written over time. And then on top of that, you have the old English text of the Bible and you have the new English text of that. From what my understanding is, because my father is a pastor, the Bible each year has been always revamped. It's always rewritten.
Well, your father would know that we don't survive off of bread alone as Christians. We don't
explain bread alone.
Bread alone meaning what has been recorded in the text.
Sister, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna land with this because I have to go eat my food that I actually had to get the fuck up and get. because me praying to Jesus wasn't going to get there. Okay. So I'll say this.
Well, that's your struggle with unbelief. Sister. Don't put that burden on me.
No. Baby, it's not a struggle because I know
okay.
that. Here,
so what are we talking about? What would you like for me to prove?
Hold on,
your father's a pastor.
Can I finish?
What are we?
Can I finish? Are you gonna? I mean, be a Christian woman, like you.
I am.
Right. So if you being a Christian woman, that means that you have to allow me the grace to finish. Because I said I'm going to finish and I was going to go eat. Right? No, I mean, honest. Well, you have to be like Jesus, right? God said, literally be in my image, right? So walk in his image, right? So be in his image for a second. So what I'm saying, right? So what I'm saying to you is, y'all Christians do not know what caused God to even be created, and we have so many children in this country right now, so many people that are hurting and pain and asking God to heal them, come again, and all type of stuff.
God's in the midst of that.
Hold on, let me finish. When you look at the old Bible, they said that God came back, he destroyed stuff. Truth be told, like me and Godless we had a conversation earlier in one of his other rooms where I even said that God literally unalive more people than the devil ever did. And that is a true fact. So when we have these type of conversations, you will have a lot of children, you will have a lot of Christians, especially y'all false ones. Because truth be told, even the Bible say in today's time, there's gonna be false prophets that try to walk and talk like him. And they're not really walking and talking like him. They're actually of the devil. Some of y'all are actually walking in the devil's foot. It's making it seem like God is giving you gifts and glory and shit. And he's not really doing it. The devil is fooling a lot of you motherfuckers. And that's the truth. But when God came down allegedly,
not me.
When God came down allegedly, right, and wiped away Sodom and Gomorrah and all these cities and shit like that, right, he was trying to protect. He loved, right, and did all that. But then yet you have people in today's time in 2026 that literally is crying out for help, crying out for God to come and save them. The only thing you could probably tell me is say, hey, sister, just pray. God is going to come. Things happen for a reason. If that girl that's 18 years old, if something happened to her to where she got grapes, that was God's plan. That to me is crazy as fuck. See, when we talk about the nasty side of what happens in the Bible, because truth be told, Mary Magdalene, the one who had Jesus, she was underage, and the man that literally was making passes and things of that nature, he was a grown ass motherfucking man. So to me, in my mind, why the fuck would God literally come down, impregnate a young adult just to have Jesus? And from what my understanding is based on my education, they said she was like 17. But go ahead.
Question.
Go ahead.
Why would God come down and impregnate a young child?
Right.
Have you asked God?
I'm asking you. You're the Christian. I'm not.
I'm asking. Nigga, why'd you come down here and do that P3DO stuff and mess with that little girl?
Right.
But why do I have to ask God? You're a woman, right? You should be like, damn, that's fucked up. Like, wow. But I guess because it's Jesus, right? He get a pass.
I could answer that question.
Sounds about right.
What? Oh my God! Today. Oh, okay. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. What's your name? How you say your name, boo? Cam.
What's your age and religion? What's your age and religion?
I'm Christian. I'm 19. But to answer the question,
are you black?
Yes, I am.
Cut your camera on.
Okay. Wait, let me turn my bottom.
God, listen so.
I mean, he said he got to turn his light on, so I don't know. I think that's a black man.
Yeah, you know, whites don't say shit like that, right? Because we dark as shit in the dark.
Okay. Black people should be ashamed to be Christian, Hebrew, Israelite, or Muslim.
Yeah, sure. I'm willing to have a conversation about that. But just to answer the sister on top of me, because she said she's about to.
No, that's besides the point. Black people should be ashamed to be Christian, Hebrew, Israelite, and Muslim.
Oh, you want me to respond to that? No, I would disagree. Well, I would say that they should be ashamed to be Muslim, but not Christian.
They should be ashamed to be Christian too. And the reason why they should be ashamed to be Christian is because this religion came to us through slavery, right? Before the 1400s, we knew nothing about this religion.
How does that make the religion false?
It makes the religion false because who are the first people on planet Earth?
Under the religion, Adam and Eve.
No, I'm talking about in reality. Who
In
are the first
reality.
people in reality? Who are the first people on Earth?
Adam and Eve.
Oh my God.
That's not true. The first people on Earth are Africans. That's a fact. Life itself starts from Africa. So can't no damn Jew, no Hebrew, or no Greek. You can disagree all you want. Because guess what? Now you're being 100% dishonest. It is a scientific, historical, and archaeological fact that life itself, the species of Homo sapien, I'm going to repeat this to you. The species of Homo sapien is African. That is undeniable. And since that is true, they can't tell me shit. We're 280,000 years older than any of them. We're 300,000 years older than anything written.
That's okay.
That's a fact.
I understand the belief, but under my belief and the evidence that I've seen,
No. I'm not talking about belief. I'm not talking about belief. I'm talking about facts. What I'm saying to you are facts. So since that's a fact, why would you believe something that didn't come from Black people?
Well, there's a lot of things I believe that don't come from Black people. For example, the concept of gravity.
I don't care about that. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm asking you a direct question, and you're going to have to answer it, or I'm going to constantly interrupt you.
Okay, sure.
Why would you believe something that comes from a group of people that we know you are older than? Why?
Because I believe that this group of people came before what you would say are Africans. And I think that there's evidence proving
that's not true. That's not true. That is not true. Show me the evidence that people from the Levant, show me the evidence that people from the Levant are older than Africans. Show me, because I don't want you to tell me.
Yeah,
Show
do you
me.
have any DNA, like
Bible is true.
anything that states back to them?
Listen, the Bible doesn't mean any. Listen, the Bible doesn't mean anything because guess what? The Epic of Gilgamesh is older than the Bible. So what evidence do you have that people from the Levant are older than Africans? Show me.
That's not the claim I'm making. I'm sorry.
But you keep saying you keep
it doesn't
saying
matter. I'm asking. Listen, I'm asking you a very hold on, Valentina. I'm asking you a very specific question, and if you're not answering my question, you're having a conversation to yourself. This is what I'm asking you again, because you said right that you believe that the Jewish people, or the people who came that wrote about Adam and Eve, are older than Africans. Is that what you're saying?
I
Yes or
believe
no?
that Adam and Eve were not Africans, but I do think they're the first people on earth.
Okay. So Adam and Eve were not Africans, and they're older than Africans. Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
To be clear. Okay,
Yeah.
That is not true. Show me that Adam and Eve are older than Africans. Show me.
It's what's stated in the Bible.
That doesn't mean anything. The Bible is the claim. Because every
I can
historian,
prove the Bible is
every
true.
archaeologist, and every listen. You can't prove the Bible is true. Every historian, every archaeologist, every scientist, every person with a higher education than a college degree, than a fucking associate's degree, will disprove that. That's not true.
You want me to give
We
the
found
evidence?
fossils in fucking. Listen, the evidence that proves that these people are older than Africa. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. There's hundreds of theologians like Thomas Aquinas, for example, or you can take Paulo. They all believe and they all have very good arguments supporting the fact that prior to what you would say Africans, for example, Ham, Shem, like the Shemitics, Ham and all three of their sons. all
Ham
existed prior.
and Shem are not. That's pseudo. That is pseudoscience. The Hams, the Shems, and all them people did not actually exist. That's not real science.
That it is.
Nor would it
No,
make
they
sense
didn't.
for two men to
Bro.
be able to father the population of an entire
Hamites and
continent.
Shemites are hold on. Hamites and Shemites are not real groups of people. The people from Morocco are older than any person you just mentioned.
Well, I
They're
deny
older than
that.
that. The South Africans are older than that. You can deny all you want. Listen. The thing about it is this, right?
But that's what we're doing.
It doesn't when it comes to facts and when it comes to the truth, it does not matter what you believe. You can deny it all you want, but once I show you on the screen that that's not true, will you concede that Africans are the first people on Earth? Once
Well,
I show
you can't
you.
really show me because there's no evidence. But
Yes,
can
I
give
can.
you
I
evidence?
can show
No,
you.
Let me
Listen,
can I
listen.
finish
Give
real
the
quick?
evidence. Give the evidence. Give the evidence that these people are older than Africans. Go ahead.
Let me explain this real quick. So you're saying that I cannot deny it.
Africans,
you have the
Africans
real
are the oldest
evidence,
people on earth, is what I'm
but the
saying.
thing-
What I'm
Yes,
saying
I
to you is
understand.
Africans are the oldest people on earth. That's what I'm
Right.
saying to
and
you.
We're both making claims here. I'm asking for the argument for why you think that you're.
This is not a claim.
But
This is not a claim.
that
This is not a claim.
That's the claim. Bro.
Okay, watch this. Watch this. Now, once I show you how we can prove it, you can deny it all you want. Watch this.
Okay, and once if I
Plain
prove
and
God,
simple.
Okay, so if I prove God exists, will you concede?
You can't prove God exists, and yes, I will. Yes, I will concede.
Oh, okay, I would love.
I will concede if you can prove that God exists. But guess what? After I show you that Africans are older than any group of people, we can dismiss anything that they say. Is that correct?
No.
Okay, so there's no point of having a conversation. Wait a minute. There's no point of having a conversation with you because what you're saying to me is once I prove to you that Africans are older than these people, then you're still just not gonna believe it.
Well, it's not
I'm not
saying.
gonna
I'm
talk
not
to you.
saying that. I'm not saying that you have no evidence. I'm saying that the quote unquote evidence that you want to present isn't going to be sufficient evidence to convince me because the evidence is simply.
Listen, how do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because I have more convincing and more plausible evidence.
No, you don't. You're talking about
Well,
yourself.
that's
Of course you have.
that's what
Listen,
I'm
hold on,
saying.
hold on. Wait. Of course you have more plausible evidence to convince your own fucking self, but nobody can deny the fact that Africans are the oldest species on Earth.
I have plausible evidence to convince everyone here that God.
Excuse me, I misquoted. Africans are the first people on Earth. No, listen, I can prove to you right now that your whole Bible
Okay,
isn't real.
well, let me pull. Okay, then I'll give my evidence first.
But you're
No, I'm not.
No. Prove to me that Africans are not the first people on Earth. Prove it to me.
I will.
Because that's the claim I'm making.
If I prove God exists, then that's going to prove it.
because I'm excited for this.
Listen. No. Prove to me that Africans are not the. Listen, hold on. Prove to me that Africans are not the first people on Earth because that's the claim that I'm making. Prove it.
Yeah, right. If it goes through that God exists and the Bible is true and Adam and Eve were the first people.
No, that's not proof.
Okay, then I'm gonna prove it. Then I haven't. Well, that was just a claim. I'm going to give the evidence, of course. So
prove to me that Africans are not the first human beings on Earth. Make sure you understand what I'm asking you. Prove to me that Africans are not the first people on Earth. Prove it to me.
So
This motherfucker about to win a Nobel Prize, y'all.
Yeah, sure. So, are you aware of the argument from composition?
Prove to me that Africans are not the first people on Earth. Fuck an argument. Prove it to me.
Well, the argument is the evidence.
Listen, arguments don't prove anything.
Yeah, they do.
Prove to me. The only listen. The only way that you can prove that Africans are not the first people on Earth is to prove somebody is older than them. That's the only way.
Well, that's what I'm doing. It's called logical deduction.
It's not logical deduction because the species of Homo sapien is African.
Yeah, that's the claim you're making, but I'm saying I'm going to use deduction, and deduction is the evidence that I'm going to use to come to the conclusion that God exists. Which means if God exists, then Adam.
No. I'm not asking. I'm not listening. Listen to me. I don't know. Listen, I don't know if you have a learning disability, but I'm starting to believe that you do. And I'm going to tell you why I believe that. Because no matter what I'm asking you, you're still going to keep talking about what you want to talk about. I don't give a fuck about that. What I'm saying to you verbatim is this. Prove that Africans are not the first human beings on Earth. Prove it.
It sounds like you want empirical evidence.
Can you just do it, my love? Just stop doing it.
I really want to.
Because other people, hold on. No, stop. Because other people, right, are trying to ask questions, but you keep doing all this monologuing. Just stop for a second. Hold on, Cam, stop. Go get the facts. Bring it back, Cam, and prove it.
Okay. Do you think that composite things?
Okay, but you're still talking. Go get it.
I have the evidence right here. Come on.
Okay, cut on. Okay, so cut on your camera right quick and show us. Because if you're the first person in history that can prove that, you should be a trillionaire.
This is actually something that many people have talked about. So
Well, even
I'll show you.
It's never been proved.
The burden
I
of
got
proof.
you.
The burden of proof is on you, but let me show you what proof looks like. It's
No.
Yeah. Shh. It's not going to be an argument. What it's going to look like is demonstrable,
you want empirical,
falsifiable, and repeatable. I can prove gravity because I can tell you if you jump up, you're definitely going to come back down and be pulled back down towards the center of the earth. I guarantee that. And you can demonstrate it, you can repeat it, and you can falsify it if it were not true. This is what is being asked of you. Arguments do not actually denote proof. There is just an idea, a framework by which to look at a solution, but we need something more concrete than that.
Yeah, I got you. I'll give you something more concrete. I'll turn my camera on. Wait, let me give you proof.
Hold on. While you're doing that, right? I think it's very sad that because I feel like slaves went through more things than Jesus ever did, right? In my opinion. But then you'll have Christian debaters that would sit here and be like, that's impossible. God made the ultimate sacrifice. Yet I know based on my research, the oldest living being based off of what I've seen is 300,000 years old, and her name was Lucy. And there might be somebody older than her that is going to still be black. That has been proven. But the fact that we're sitting here asking you, right? You, Cam, can you prove, can you go to a university study artifacts? I'm not talking about looking over there in fucking goddamn Egypt or some other shit where they have a tomb where Jesus laid at. That's not what I'm saying. I want to see bones. I allegedly, right? I want to see bones. I want to see something. I want to see a scarf. I want to see something.
Yeah, because you're talking about making an argument. Do you even have like premise 1, premise 2?
Yes, I have.
Premise
I can
3?
give it in the premise.
Like,
I can give it in a syllogism. But
Can you?
I understand what you are all asking for. I understand. I just like 5 seconds to speak. Now, I was going to give an argument.
If it's not about what I'm asking you, then you're not going to get that opportunity.
I promise you,
Listen,
I actually plan
prove to me that Africans.
I will.
Prove to me. Listen. Fuck your promises, and I don't give a fuck about how you feel. Prove to me that Africans are not the first human beings on planet
That's
Earth.
what I'm about to do. That's what I'm about to do. Now, I would like to speak. Now, I'm about to turn my camera on and show you the empirical evidence.
Okay, go ahead.
Agree with me. Now, I'm going to turn my camera on. 1 second. Let me grab this.
Oh, he gonna get rich off of this.
He about to waste our time. Guaranteed.
And my
waste our time.
No, I'm not. So I have a Bible right here.
This boy is looking through a Bible. My God.
Stop. Shoot, that's not the entirety of the argument or whatever I'm doing.
Better see
This is an
God.
umbrella. Now,
that fan cute or whatever. Is that a fan? What is that?
No, this is an umbrella. Now, I have 2 objects here in which these things are what we say are composite. These things are made of parts. Now, this is the core to my evidence. I have a question.
Who made the
Is it
song?
possible?
Cam, know what? I'm pissed off now. You had me sitting here waiting on your ass to lift up a fucking Bible and a fucking goddamn Temu fan. I told you to prove to me that this, you know what?
You wasted
Good
our
night.
time. You got a fan here in the Bible
always
here.
hit
They
him
were
with this
made
one.
by man. So
I
who
always hit
made
him with this one.
humans?
If you could look up a date that's saying 1700 BC, what does the BC mean? Before this Christ everybody's talking about, right? So we was already here.
Do I have to break down to you how the Gregorian calendar happened? Jesus didn't show up and alter time. Literally years after the man supposedly, allegedly was unalived, we had the different, it started with a monk that literally started to assess time in that way. And then through popularization through the church, that calendar became prominent. It's not some sign or signifier that Jesus somehow lived, and through his very living, now he redefined time. That's just not how that works.
Traveling, what's your age and religion?
Man, I don't know. My mama's Mormon, my daddy's Muslim. No, I'm just kidding. I'm an atheist.
Okay, how old is you?
48.
Okay.
I'm with the whole program. I'm just
religion?
say again.
Go ahead, bro. No, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
No, I said I wasn't here to I'm down with the cause. I was just tripping on that brother talking about how he could show that we wasn't here. for millions of years. You know what I'm saying? Black folks is the Africans is the first people on earth. I agree with you on that.
But you can prove this. The issue I'm having, and don't get me wrong, again, I'm a spiritual person for my own belief, right? And my own endeavors of my of what I've been through in my 32 years of living, right? But one thing I do know is history. And the fact that you literally have people, it's so convincing how Black people can literally convince themselves that this so-called slavery Bible, because that's all it is. It's a rebranded slavery Bible that they keep republishing every fucking year, and they'll take one word out, put a new word, one word out, put a new word, tell you that God said this. Here's the problem. All of y'all Christians are literally narcissistic. You're bipolar as shit. Some of y'all need to literally hang that Bible up and stop disrespecting the people who had to sacrifice their lives and plus years ago to even get you to who we are today. And I think it's telling that I was waiting for him to prove that to me. I was really waiting for him to prove it. The fact that he saw himself lift up the umbrella. Now that's facts. I lift something up off the table. That's rooted in facts because we saw that. The fact that you can't prove that bones existed of this so-called man that you believe that was here 2,000 years ago, when it said before Christ, people was here.
That's what the BC stands for, before Christ.
And if he's still here, I just have to.
Not really before Christ.
And if he's still around, I definitely have to let him know, like the whole, P1, P2. Here's the thing. Here's my P1. You're hiding behind argumentative framework created and employed in the same way that casting confusion works in Dungeons and Dragons and Pokemon. You invoke paradigms, worldviews, and logic models because you lack the acuity, mastery, and understanding and communication to make your point in an accessible way, because you view knowledge as a gate to be kept through pontification and rhetoric. Then I implore you to shed that supercilious, mercurial, performative facade and come back down to earth with the rest of us and talk like a goddamn human being. And although I can be as verbose, prolixic, and circulocumtory as any Philbro, I would imagine that would be boring experience for my viewers, and I'm an entertainer at heart. So I would suggest that you adopt Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson's stance and use the words that land best on your audience and not the ones you think sound the best coming from you.
But I think
I know y'all ain't never seen no shit like that before, have y'all?
What is that?
People say before Christ.
Y'all ain't never seen no shit like that before, have y'all?
It's a flower.
Yeah, my name is Kurt.
Leave you over there, fuck
No.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah, he's too good.
Can you eat the whole bag and be okay, or you only get like one?
We would tear that up.
No, you can eat the whole bag and be alright. You just gonna be like chilling.
So Courtney, do you want to rumble again, or do you?
There's somebody under me.
Hold on. Let me introduce other guests. KRR. Let me get your age and religion.
How you doing, Curry? Yeah, just my name without the damn vowels. But yeah, I say not before Christ, before Caucasoids, right?
What's your age and religion?
It wasn't only that we were.
What's your age and religion? What's your age and religion? What's your age and religion? What's your age and religion?
I'm 42. I don't have a religion.
Do you believe in God?
I believe we are gods.
Is that a yes or a no?
Well, I believe that God is within ourselves. So I can't say yes or no.
Mean that you believe in God. If you think God is within us, that mean that you believe in God. Like Jesus.
Yeah. Well, no, not Jesus. Christ is us. All of it is us.
Black people should be ashamed. Black people should be ashamed to be Christian, Hebrew, Israelite, Muslim.
I agree. I don't disagree, but I think they got the story outside of themselves. There's nothing outside of yourself. Everything's within yourself. God is within yourself. Christ is within you. When they say Christ got crucified, we got crucified for everybody else to live good.
The only man in me is Reggie.
Yeah, and what do you define as a god? Because to me, that's like omnipresent.
God is like
we are not gods.
See, but God is like, they say generator, operator, and destroyer, right? But we're really like light. We're like the consciousness that came in to have a human experience. You understand? But you
fuck
could
is
call
up
it
with
God because it's just an
consciousness?
explanation of it.
Consciousness has nothing to do with this magic hocus pocus shit y'all keep trying to add it to. It's just your fucking mind. It's the ability to be to recognize
your mind. The mind is
your
the mind is
surroundings.
God.
Nigga, you're just
But you gotta
aware. All
understand-
you telling us is you're aware of your surroundings. You're not.
Say again?
Consciousness is not a spirit. It's not a deity. It's not a substance.
Your soul is your soul.
We don't have a soul.
This one that's
unless
driving
you can
this
prove,
vehicle right
unless
here.
you can prove we have souls. Stop making claims. At least say this
me
is
and
something
you,
that I
me and
believe.
you are aware that we're having this conversation. You're talking to me. I'm talking
That's
to you.
not a soul, though.
That's
This
not
is
a
because of my
soul.
mind. My mind is working. If my mind wasn't working, I probably wouldn't be aware.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. Is the mind and the brain the same thing?
Yes.
Yes, the mind is dependent
The
on
mind
the
and
brain.
the brain is not the same
The
thing.
mind
The
is
mi- the
dependent
brain-
on the brain. If you don't have
the
a brain,
is
you don't
just
have
of
a
the
mind.
physical body.
Or what's your issue with Val?
Then where's your mind? Because I study neuroscience.
Your mind
so
is
where's the
within
mind?
it's just like this, like a car can't drive
No,
itself.
it's not.
But when a
That's
human
not how
goes
it is.
into
We're
the
not
car-
fucking vessels, car. We're
Hold
not
on, let me
vessels.
finish. I mean, you
A wheel is not a car.
I'm
It's just a
acting
part of
crazy
it.
with you.
Well,
Let's
because
talk.
I'm irritated when you guys make claims and then you don't bring any proof. It's just like you want to waste our time telling us about all these fantasies you have, and I don't give a fuck.
But then what's your input on that before you start?
We
stopping
are
me
not
from talking?
souls. We have brains. It's anatomy. It's very
So
simple.
when you die, what happens?
Lights
Nothing?
out.
I know.
End.
I know.
We have a fish
I
fry.
didn't exist before,
To
and I
raise
won't
money.
exist.
But where'd you get that
Fish
from?
fry, right? Because I didn't exist before, and we
How
can't
do you know that?
detect. Carl, why don't you shut the fuck up? We can't detect
like, how you gonna let
consciousness outside of a person unaliving.
But that's why they call it that's why the ancients call it the hidden God, because you can't detect air, but you
Agents.
still believe it's there.
We can
When
detect
you breathe
air.
the air,
My
Okay,
people
look,
do
I'm
what?
walking
well,
outside
hold on,
right
when you
now.
breathe air, do
No,
you believe
listen,
it's there? You
I'm
don't see
walking
it, do you?
outside. I'm walking outside right now. I'm seeing the effects of the air in the trees. I'm watching the leaves move.
And
I
you-
feel it pressing.
Yeah, I know
Listen,
you're seeing the effects, but you also
listen. You can't talk with me, around me, under me, or through me. I'm going to get my full thoughts out, and then you'll be able to respond. That's how adults have conversations. Are you able to do this?
Sure thing. I thought it was me and her talking though. You kind of just came in the middle.
Yeah, I sure did. And now that I'm doing it, you're going to allow me to get my full thought out. Okay. So I don't want the meta about whether or not you feel like I came in and interrupted.
Listen, I'm not against you
Hold on,
guys. I'm not
sir.
like
Look
I'm sitting
again. There
here
you are.
talking
There you are
against what you're
showing.
talking about.
There you are showing. There you are showing that your inability to have self-control is trying to take over this conversation. Hold on. Now I wanted to make sure that you understand. I feel the air. I can not only feel it, I can measure it. I can detect its components. I know that it's comprised of about 70 to 60% nitrogen. Oxygen makes up about 3%. The rest is trace chemicals and other things, right? I can measure these things. None of these things, just because I can't see air in the same way that I see the trees or the leaves or the effects that it has on the trees and the leaves, doesn't mean that it's some immeasurable, ineffable, undetectable thing. But your God in your imagination, your God in your imagination is the same equivalent of snuffleupagus, right?
But why are you saying you're God? I never
Wait a
said
minute.
anything about
We can make
a
it
God outside of
simpler.
myself.
We can
I
make
never
it
said
simpler. The KRR. We can make it simpler too, right? You know how you can easily say that you can't see air, right? I agree.
Yeah.
Can you see a fart?
No.
But you know that motherfucker there, right?
Just like your mind,
You can when it's freezing outside.
Right?
You
In your mind, you can't listen. Your mind and your awareness, you can't see your mind or your awareness, but you
We
know
can
it's
see
there.
the effects of it. We can look at we can take
Exactly.
brain scans, but we can't scan the spirit or a soul. There's no way to
Because-
test or observe your spirit or soul.
So let me ask you a question. Well, I guess it don't happen with everybody. Have you ever seen a spirit? Like, have you
No,
ever
if I
fell
did,
asleep?
if I fell asleep, that's
Have
dreaming.
you ever fell asleep? Hold on. Have you ever fell asleep, had paralysis, and felt the presence of something outside
We
of
know
yourself?
why sleep paralysis happened. It's not spiritual at all.
You see, the thing is, right? Our whole life we've
What
been
you
taught
mean?
about
You see, the thing is,
physical
why you asking
everything.
stupid ass questions and then going on to the next stupid thing instead of addressing what we're talking about?
I'm trying to address.
No, you
sometimes
didn't.
when
You asked
hear
me, do I
something-
know about
listen,
sleep paralysis and have I ever seen a spirit when I was asleep? You know, and I told you, and then you're going on to the next thing. Why don't you finish up with each of your points? Either concede or
okay. Well, yes, the science will tell you that it's your mind that's playing tricks on you when you're in
it's
between.
It's not just playing tricks. It's just okay.
Hold on, let me finish. What the hell? What is this? I'm trying to conversate with you. It's not like I'm going against you.
I was about to let you finish.
I didn't even hold on. Time out, because I know you're frustrated from everybody that you talk to.
Don't fucking tell me shit. Finish up with what you're saying. Don't address me like that. I'm not your child.
I never said you was my child.
Well,
but
then don't ever try to fucking correct me.
Every time that I'm talking and you don't agree, you interject and get irritated.
No, every time you say some dumb shit,
everybody got their own mind about things.
No,
yeah, when you say stupid shit, I'm gonna correct you.
Okay, but you guys are talking about science that you got from the goddamn white man. So what the hell are you
You're
telling
talking
me?
about shit that you got from nowhere. You pulled it out your ass.
I got it from within myself. Sometimes that's all you need.
All science
goddamn evidence from these goddamn Coca-Colas all the time to think you're right.
Nigga, that's not even true.
All science comes from the white man.
Right. I would argue we came up with this shit. We've been observing the world around us. It's nothing new.
What are we talking about? What was the dude? I mean, he kind of was kind of fuckery with the fuckery later on, but the dude that revolutionized heart surgery, he was black. Like, what are we talking about? Like, not to mention all of the contributions that George Washington Carver made, which was definitely more than fucking peanut butter, which they would have you think. Like, come on, dude. Like, for you to try to downplay the contributions of black people to science as a whole, just because most of the published pioneers are white, is fucking diabolical. And it contributes to the anti-intellectual. Damn book is that
Question off of some, I don't know what the fuck it is, some shrooms or something where she just, I don't give, oh yeah, that's my God. Like, her answers are just unsatisfying.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's me. That's me. That's the only how.
Hey, Courtney.
She makes my ass burn. Should have fell asleep up here.
For some reason, I don't necessarily hate her, but because she's kind of honest about her answers. Very annoying. Shut the fuck up and go. Nobody cares. This is not the airport, bitch. Bye. Damn it. I can't say shit. Just fuck up this account too.
No, did they
follow
get
me
you?
on Kick Niggas? Yeah, they took my other. They didn't take it. It's just going until the 25th. So yeah, it's okay.
They keep taking my messages away. They haven't gotten my account just yet. I'm trying to be careful.
That's how it started with me. Be careful. They fucked up my messages, and then they started giving me strikes and shit. Courtney asked, to be honest. I would say, why do you choose to be ditzy for Jesus though? Like, seriously.
No, I want to ask Courtney, like, could you explain your theory about Quasimodo being a Nephilim? I'm really interested in that.
Courtney over there in her prayer closet. Oh, there you go.
I was asking you about your theory about Quasimodo being a Nephilim. I saw that on your page. Could you explain a little bit more about that?
Connection, but I can't recall it right now.
That on your page and did not have on
that was a while
your
ago.
mental person, the cognizance to back up the claim that you made like that on your page. Like, why would you do that, Courtney?
But it was a while ago. But
that, Courtney?
ultimately,
what?
I don't even remember. I can't even tell you what the movie was about, to be honest.
You don't even remember what the movie was about? Oh my gosh.
Why are you being mean and mocking my
Happy birthday.
How am
Happy
I
birthday,
being mean? I'm not being mean at
Coke
all.
regular? Thank you.
Whose birthday? I am honestly, you're a
Birdie's
trendsetter, Courtney. I think you're iconic. Like, imitation is the best form of flattery.
Stop.
It's Courtney's birthday? Is that?
No, it's
No.
Birdie's birthday. I forgot.
Happy birthday, Birdie.
Ooh, Miss
Gotta
Birdie.
go show some love.
Happy birthday, Miss Birdie.
Yeah, I hope she's still in the comments.
Freddie said in my prayer closet. I'm really screaming.
I thought
I
that's
do
what she
be.
was.
I do be in my prayer closet though, but it's not. It's not a specific space. It's more so in my heart.
Is that what the niggas call
Drive
it?
to the closet.
Oh.
I'm just saying, for real. Sometimes I kneel. Sometimes I sit.
You know why I like Courtney? It's my lesbian side.
Pretty.
For
Y'all gotta chill.
yeah, I'm a chill. All right.
Well, what?
Sound like
Who
she's
doesn't
from one
need
of
a
the
chill?
annoying girls from Mount Vernon or something.
Not Mount
I'm
Vernon.
from Cali, so that shit normal to me. I kind of used to talk like that, but I moved to North Carolina and I kind of got mixed up.
You went to North Carolina, took your shirt off.
Winston, Salem, Raleigh, all over.
She's got to be from New York. Where are you from, Courtney?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Exactly.
Oh, Brooklyn sound like that sometimes.
And you don't get your ass beat.
But I reside in Jersey right now.
And you don't get your ass beat.
I do. I got that before.
They be sounding like that. They be sounding like that.
I couldn't find a girl who sound like that. I'll be thinking, oh, you so cute.
I'm hollering.
Shut your cute ass up.
Make sure that you guys are
Nah, but I
tapping
work
the
close
app.
to Dumbo.
17 of y'all watching. Make sure y'all tap on the app. Do your daily heart meet. It's only $1. Also interact with the gift goal. We got 180 roses to get to Godless Ready's goal. Help them out there. And make sure y'all are tapping that app. Get us above 10K so we get on that FYP. Also share the live out as well. Tap that app like Jesus let the 12 disciples tap at the Last Supper. Tap that app like he tapped that little boy and Mark when he got arrested. Tap that app like Abraham tapped his sister. Tap that app like King David tapped all 8 of his wives and his husband, Jonathan. Tap that app like the Roman soldiers tapped those nails into Jesus' holes. Tap that app like the Israelites got tapped by those donkey dicks with stallion dimensions. Tap that app like the Holy Spirit tapped Mary to make Jesus. Tap that app, y'all.
A commercial break.
I mean, that if you're gonna bring up Jesus' hole in his hands.
Hey, Jesus was getting it in. Like, if you know what
Trigger
washing feet
warning.
means, if you know what washing feet means, shoot, he literally took all. If there are 12 disciples, if there are just 12, right? Then that means he took at least 12 eggplants in one session.
Wrong.
He was a training meet. That's what we used to call it back in the day here.
We already know why we know what washing feet means because it's in the story of David and Bathsheba. It is confirmed, right? David tells Uriah to go home and wash his feet. And Uriah responds, I can't go home and sleep with my wife while the other soldiers are out there on the field. My fellow soldiers are out there. He couldn't do it. So he affirms that euphemism stands. Now, when you apply that across the rest of the narrative, you'll have a surprising understanding that it still works. And in fact, some of the narratives actually make more sense under this understanding because why does Simon Peter get so freaked out? If this is just a normal custom that people do for each other, then why is he so freaked out and asking Jesus what the hell he's he doing? So are you gonna wash my feet?
Because Jesus is of higher
No, wait.
esteem.
Hold on. I know you're gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that, but let me finish breaking this down for you, right? Now, I thought that too. I was under that understanding too, until I realized, right? Because Simon Peter's reaction is very brazen. In fact, he tells Jesus, who's supposedly above him, "You will never wash my feet." He tells him, "No, I'm not doing that," right? Until Jesus says to him, "If you don't let me do this, you will have no parts of me." He says, "You're not gonna be able to be in the club unless you participate in this ritual."
Hey, yo.
Then that's when he says, "Oh yeah, okay, well, wash my feet, my hands, and my head, whatever you want to do." Yeah, right? He dangles proximity to him to coerce Simon into it, right? Now, then beyond that, Jesus at the end of this whole ritual says to the disciples, "Now that I have washed your feet, right, I say you should now wash each other's feet, for I have given you an example." An example, if this is a normal custom that they do all the time, why the fuck do they need Jesus to show them how to do it? He wasn't showing them. He wasn't. Huh?
We can make it simpler. I mean, what you're saying is true, but there's a simpler way to prove that. Why would a prostitute wash your feet? Why? That's not what she was doing, right?
And it specifies too that the prostitute kissed Jesus's feet, meaning it's like specifying that she was giving him oral services, an act of submission to the Lord. And that's why the Pharisees were freaking out about it. When the guy starts washing their feet in person, like, what the crap? Like, what is he doing?
That interpretation is quite flawed, but yeah.
I don't know. I feel like your accent is quite flawed, but that's just me.
Hey, and stop, please.
For some reason that don't make sense.
Why do you guys hate white people or the host?
Goodbye. I don't have time to hate her. I just don't want you here.
You got nothing to hate at all.
No saltines, no Ritz crackers, no Toll House.
He called us racist.
No saltines.
And they really think that's the ultimate, bro. I'm going to tell everybody that God is rich. He doesn't like white. What's the consequence? What's going to happen? Nothing. Write it down. Take a picture. And it's going to your inbox after you get off.
It just cracks me up. It just cracks me up that a white person would call a black person racist when they had history of 400 years of being racist, if not longer, to black people, especially in this country. It's just funny. It's hilarious.
Exactly.
I mean, so back to the washing feet. Now, so the reason that I surmise, right, that Jesus is actually taking eggplant rather than giving eggplant is because he literally makes a point to talk about how he is in a position of submission to his disciples in this moment. He says, "You all call me master, you all call me Lord," but now, in this moment, he's submitting himself to them, right? And through this ritual act, through the taking in of each of these individuals, he is solidifying their closeness to him. No one has that ever will live will have that same level of intimacy with the prophet. That is the whole purpose. It becomes less about a act of humbleness and more about an act of a ritual smex act being done by a cult leader to solidify his inner circle. Hold on, Courtney. I didn't hear what he said. What were you saying there?
Like the way you're making it sound is like you're you're basically saying that he basically instead of him wanting to have more of a intimate understanding, like how a father would want to understand their child, or one sibling wanting to understand a younger sibling, he basically just put himself in a position to be what's the word? He just basically put himself in a position to be basically used and thrown away. I mean, from my understanding, okay, because from my understanding of that, what the symbolism is, he wasn't used. He gave himself up. He gave himself up.
Right, and it's because the disciples were meant to carry on his mission and carry on the mantle of his power. Right after, or is it right after, or maybe before? Jesus elicits a prayer to the Lord to make a prayer to the Lord to make the disciples one with him and the Lord, as he and the Lord are one, by unifying their mission. Jesus's relationship to the disciples was not one of fathers to sons, or even big brothers to little brothers. There was that familial tie was not the nature of the relationships. They were his disciples, his slaves, his subordinates, his components, apprentices, if you will. He is the teacher. He is the master. He is the sensei. They are his subordinates. They are under him, walking with him and subservient to him to learn from him the powers of the spiritual. Through him, they get the authority to cast out demons. They have the authority to perform miracles, as he says, right? And so through that proximity to him, they gain power.
They didn't have to do all that though.
I understand like some of what he was explaining, because like the transference of power, I can understand that, because they basically were in a position where they were basically learning from him as if he were a teacher. But again, like, it's more so, him stepping down from the position he left from the right hand of God to come to earth to, I don't want to say warn, but to basically inform those who are on earth at the time and those after, which is up to our generation and till the end of time.
What would be the point of that, though? Your God is all powerful. Couldn't he just sent us a DM in our brains, like, directly?
It's called a conscious. But no, it's called our conscious. Like just like when you have a kid, or when you were a kid, you didn't know everything.
Wait! Don't get sidetracked from what you were saying. You said that, okay? Because I want to hear what you said. You said that his purpose was to warn us and those after what? What was he trying to warn?
Of the events that are to come, like of basically the decisions and the pathway that we're taking in life.
It's going to lead to destruction, and he is the only way to salvation. That's
Wait a minute,
KO.
Wait, Hunter, turn me up.
Relax. Okay. So there's goes. I don't know why, but he clearly, that phone was buzzing. But
here's my dude that I grew up with.
You grew up with him?
Mm-hmm.
Does he look like you? No. What? I just asked. There was nothing behind the question, but
we don't look alike. No, he looks like his sister and the rest of his siblings. I know most. Well, not most of them. He got a lot of brothers.
I'm just saying. I was just trying to see, if there was a, factory city from which they grow El Zoot like
my
you.
dad. My dad.
How many of y'all running around out here?
He did.
I said, how many of y'all running around out here? You said your dad.
Shit.
How many did he
I
make?
named after him is him, and me. That's it.
He just made one? Damn.
Yep. The only. But anyway,
So
Kale,
this is Highlander. The genes is Highlander. There can be only one.
Yep. KO, let me get your age and religion.
My age and what?
Religion.
I am 23 and I'm a follower of Christ.
Black people should be ashamed to be Christian.
I don't agree.
Based on what?
My faith in Jesus Christ, that He's the only way to salvation.
Okay.
And that we all fall short before God.
Faith is not a reliable source of
Based
truth.
on what? Or is that your moral grounding?
No. We're not talking about morals. And that's not the reason why I'm saying that you should be ashamed.
Okay, so where's your standing?
It has nothing. Listen, you have one more time to talk when I talk, and I'm going to make you
Okay, and I was talking first, so I don't want to hear that.
I don't give a
You
I don't
can
give a
kick me.
fuck what you
I don't
wanna
give a
hear.
fuck either, my guy.
I'm going to kick you. Damn, I didn't even get the chance.
Your will be done.
I'm ready to do it. Reggie, put me in mud.
Your will be done, Reggie.
I can't. I try. I think every time like somebody has a new account or something like that, I don't think that it's going to work right because every time I'm looking for that account, I try to put 2.0. I put Pretty Cat, and the only thing that pulls up is just your other account. I mean,
Okay.
tap that screen, share that live. I think that they feel good as long as they get a chance to say Jesus is the way to life. Blah 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 blah. Man, Jesus was a worthless bastard child. That got put on the stick.
That's the great message.
Can we all agree Jesus never told them to write shit down, therefore the Bible is not okay?
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
He didn't tell him to write shit down.
Jesus was a
Like,
power
no, that man told them, don't even take a picture of me.
He didn't even want to be seen a lot of the time. Like, them motherfucker didn't want them to tell about his miracles. So what makes him think that he wanted them to have it in a book?
KO, you can come back up. Request to come back up, KO.
First of all, ain't nobody got no ego.
Come back up.
Reggie said he'll kick
We can have
you.
a conversation. Come back up.
You talking over him. That's not a conversation. Watch.
I just brought you up so I can kick you, and don't bring your bitch ass back to my life. Fuck you, thought you
They
was
always
something.
fall for it. Oh my god.
Well, no, I would say if you got something to say in the comments.
I mean, it's just the
might
fact
get
that
blocked there,
they
too.
perfectly demonstrate that their ilk and their God are indeed the authors of confusion, that they do not demonstrate the fruits of the Spirit in any way. I bet if you were to ask him to name them, he wouldn't know them at all. He's been given and fed a bunch of dogma by his papa, his mima, and his pastor. They shoved it in his little glory hole and made him believe that Jesus was the only way to hit that G spot, and he has never ever strayed away from it. He's tracing the dragon that he never even caught in the fucking first place, and that is the saddest part about it. You
know
are
why?
just
As long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else.
Amen. You better sing.
Hey, shut up, Courtney. You
What the
just
hell
doing
up,
the
Courtney?
job.
All
Shut
that
up.
bullshit on that
Get over
co-side.
there.
Hey, listen how
Sing
giggling.
that.
She with the shit. Oh shit.
She over here praise dancing.
Damn, I missed it.
Father is trying to see something. Randy, you better be
Oh my
careful.
God, Theo. Oh my gosh, Unc. Yes, you're trying to call me old. But baby, I know a lot of your generation that didn't make it through COVID. So I don't know what being old is supposed to signify other than I'm a survivor. Other than
Wasn't
I'm
that
old enough-
guy?
Shut the fuck up, Courtney. I'm in the middle of a read. Other than I'm old enough and I'm a survivor, and other than the fact whoop your ass, KO, so you can keep feeling and crying and spewing your meta rhetoric all through the comments. Thank you so much for the engagement. As for the rest of you all, make sure y'all keep tapping that screen, keep sharing the live out. Let's see if we can get Reggie some more views up in here. We've got in here with us. And as y'all know, she always so much entertainment. You said who's what?
Who's
yeah,
black?
yeah, we haven't introduced. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Black Stallion. How old are you for TikTok purposes, and what is your religion?
27. Technically a Christian, but I hate the way the church acts and other Christians act.
We got something in common.
Yes. Okay.
But no, I do believe feed the poor, house the homeless, help those less fortunate. But then whenever I bring that up to a church, they want to kick me out and call me a heretic.
You trying to take their money.
Right.
I'm not trying to take their money. I'm just trying to organize enough people to help those that need help. I don't want your money.
No, but that's what they're seeing. That's the thing about this. The church isn't about altruism, although some churches can be a point of extremism most of the time if it is not in congruence to spreading their gospel or spreading their churches and institutions' fame. They don't give a damn. It's marketing, it's commerce, it's corporate, it's capitalism. That is what the modern church is. There is the altruistic things, even in the Bible, are not even for everyone. It's teaching the house of Israel how to treat the house of Israel. So by them casting you out and saying, fuck that, what you're talking about, they're actually acting in complete accordance to the word, because they're saying, because the word is only telling you to do these things in regards to those that live amongst you, those that are the house of Israel and your neighbors. That is what your neighbor is. It's not people that are just in proximity, because then later on it tells you in other verses that you can make slaves of those that are far from you and the foreigners that live among you. The whole Bible is about keep it in the house. Keep it in house, keep it secret, keep it safe. One book to rule them all, one book to bind them, one book to seal them all, and in the darkness find them. There's Lord of the Rings up in this bitch, and the Dark Lord is Big Yaweezy.
Yep. Y'all missed it earlier on Pretty Cast Live. That shit was funny. Her shit was going good too.
Man, I'm so mad. It was going beautiful, and Bar was just about to, man. Bar messaged me. I'm like, yeah, my fucking phone. Whatever, anyway. Well, I'm so mad. That was really a good live. And I was like, I need to come get on here earlier because that's the time I gotta wake up anyway.
I was surprised. You listen, she lived 3 hours back from me. And you was even up on early for me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I had woke up and I couldn't go to sleep on that Saturday. I was like, I'm just gonna go live. Fuck
That was a good idea.
Not really, because I fucked up. And it was over some dumb stuff. I don't even understand why TikTok tripped off that. All I did was call her a big, I didn't even say big head, B-I-T, that's it. I didn't even say nothing.
If you make fun of people's looks now, that's the reason. There's reason to take you down. If you say they ugly or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. You be careful because they be just waiting for you to say keywords.
That's why I make it a point to try to be as verbose and prolixic as I possibly can. Hopefully, if I use words that aren't common, that most people will understand what I'm saying by context, and the algorithm won't understand what I'm saying, And also, I get to just kind of deliver a classy, scandalous read, which I appreciate.
But you can call them bitches, though. You're allowed to call people bitches. You ain't allowed to say they ugly, and you ain't allowed to say they stupid either.
Oh yeah, you're able to use the N-word. Yeah, you can't type the N-word, but you can go on the live and say it all day. Right. I've tested it. They will sit there and say it and I'll ignore them, and they'll just be going around and it's like, I'm gonna see how long it takes the algorithm to boot them. Usually, one of my moderators gets annoyed and boots them before.
That happened with Butcher, Reggie. I got in trouble because I put in the comments, you forgot to say bitch ass in. I spelled it out. And he said it like 11 times. I'm like, how the hell y'all gonna flag my account for texting it? But he over here saying it 1,000 times.
When the other day?
No, not the other day. When he came on the on your panel, and you know his favorite word is bitch ass and like that. He'll just keep saying it.
Oh, when he be screaming, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
I can't stand that motherfucker.
He said something without saying it, and I just typed it. You forgot to say this, and yeah, it still against my account.
I spell it like I like stink meaner from Boondock says it. Yeah, so I'll be like Nyaka. NYUKKKA. Nyaka.
And wrong. TT, you be tripping. You gonna have to calm down. I don't know why we gotta tell a Christian to calm down, but you be doing too much.
Oh, hey TT. You don't come around see me no more. Boo. I guess you don't want to drop too much money trying to come back up on my panel. She don't want to go. She don't want to go
looked at her account the next day.
For band with Lily no more.
I can't be doing that. Mm-mm. But yeah, I don't know. You funny though, TT. I ain't gonna hold you. Especially when you be cussing and fussing while you on mute on camera. That is just the best.
Yeah, she came up on Fluff Slide with her bullshit. She did not last long at all.
I can imagine.
Fluff ran her down so damn delicately, expertly, exquisitely. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Fluff has that intellectual way of doing things, but it's still a bit petty. Enjoy it. What's up, Darius? Darius, oh, never mind. I was about to say, you saying hi to Reggie again? Because he be on your, never mind right now. Anyway.
I know.
That's my homeboy, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, my head, bro. I don't know.
Oh, okay, I explained.
You got
like,
but
a little relationship a little deeper than TikTok, because he be like,
pretty
I told you I knew him. I was classes with his sister.
You know, I be
right. Like he damn near family.
You gotta admit, if you gotta be anywhere on the world, and if it gotta be on one of those, might as well be Reggie's, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ain't mad at it. I was just saying.
I wouldn't be mad at you.
No.
I know it ain't that like that. I thought you were just a TikTok.
There's other people around for that.
Yeah, I thought you were just a...
Oh, go ahead, put it down.
No, go ahead. I was talking to Darius. Or Darius.
You should change your TikTok name, bro. Just make it any other thing. Free game.
Yeah, I thought you was just like a TikTok friend and being obsessive, like, cause he be having them people who be on here be tripping for, go a groupie man and shit. But
damn, I mean, I don't see why not. I see why. I understand.
We went to the same high school. We're from the same side of town. All that.
Oh,
we're not from the same neighborhood, but we're from the same side of town.
Oh, that's priceless.
A lot of the same people that just been some good, some bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I seen. I can't think of her fucking name, her last name, but she was nice in school. Her name is Michelle. I seen her ass standing on the corner waiting for the bus today, doing like a dope fiend dances and shit, just shaking and shit, skinnier than a motherfucker. Matter of fact, I don't want to say his name, but well, I can say his name because they don't know what I'm talking about. It's Chief's baby, one of Chief's baby moms. Fiend the fuck out on the goddamn corner on Fifth Avenue. I'm like, damn.
Oh man, bro, I be sad about that, man. I seen a couple people that we know that's been like that, man. They just all the way think out. I'm like, bro, like, you weren't like that back then. You was cool,
right? Fucked up on that damn Fetty. Sad.
Yeah, what you mean? You have.
Courtney, you sound exact. I got this friend that I grew up with. He used to stay a couple doors down with his mom. You sound exactly like his mom. They're from New York. Her name's Samantha.
Girl, can nobody hear you with that phone shoved up your twat? Put it up to your face.
Can you cut it out? Like for real. Can you cut it out, Father? Was she nice, Reggie?
Yes, she's very nice.
Aw.
I'm not sure what I'm cutting out. You have to be more specific.
Your lusty behavior.
My what?
Your lusty behavior.
Your voice causes some lusty thoughts. I ain't gonna, that's.
But I always hear that. That's crazy to me, though.
You do, especially when you say behavior. Say it again. Watch.
I don't think you got what he wants.
No.
You might got what I want, but I don't think you got what he wants.
Yeah,
Only
yeah,
day.
that's what he wants.
That's why he perceived the story of this washing Peter's feet that way.
No, I literally broke down the biblical and grammatical understanding of why I make
No,
that claim.
I think you were reading into the text.
I wasn't
Your
reading into the text
sexuality.
anything that wasn't there.
There's a lot of sexuality in the Bible that people just often ignore. Like literally, King David says to Uriah, "Go home and wash your feet," right? Because he's trying to cover up the fact that
I
he
really don't
slept
want to talk about that again.
I don't care that you don't want to talk about it because you tried to say that my claim isn't substantiable, and I'm having to go back and explain you why it is. You're trying to discount my perspective because I'm queer and trying to say I'm adding stuff that isn't there, and I don't do that shit. And quite frankly, fuck you very much for it.
I love you,
Before
Father.
me.
Yes, Reggie.
Hold on. But what about she lusted the genitals of a donkey in the semen or emissions of a horse?
That sounds like bestiality, and I don't condone.
That's in the Bible.
Okay, but that's in your Bible though.
My God doesn't condone that either. He was against that.
So why did he write it?
God didn't write it. Man wrote the
Okay.
Bible.
Okay, and why when Jesus was apprehended, why was he with a naked little boy?
But the Bible doesn't talk about anything that, like, the boy wasn't harmed. He wasn't hurt.
Who
There
said he
wasn't
was
bruises on his
harmed?
body. There wasn't.
That's because it's gonna be on the inside, boo boo. You're not gonna see the scarring on the outside.
Then I say
And why
cut
would
it
they mention
out.
that part? Why would they mention that part? Why would you even add that part to the story? Like the person who wrote it, what was the reason for you telling me us about this naked boy? Why?
They talk about raping women, so why wouldn't it? Or graping, sorry.
But this is what that's true. But this is Jesus. Why would you want to add that part to the story? You could have completely left that part out.
But I think it was symbolism for,
Bucky
ultimately the boy being uncovered, meaning that he had no spiritual covering. I don't think it was that he was naked and in a state of being physically abused or emotionally or mentally abused.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he was mentally abused. What I'm asking you is, what was, because this is the context of the story. It's when the Roman army was attempting to apprehend Jesus, right? What is the point of telling us that he was with a naked little boy when he ran away? His cloth or whatever fell off. What is the point of telling us that part? Who cares? Tell me.
Every time I hear that story, all I see are little brown cheeks running off into the reeds.
That is gross. I'm praying for you, Father.
Don't pray for me. I don't consent to your Christian magics.
Pray to Jesus. He the one who did it. This
He didn't
is what I'm
do
asking.
anything. You're insinuating that Jesus performed something immoral, but there's no
I
evidence
don't know
of
if he
that.
did or not. Courtney, I don't know if he did or he didn't. And I'm not
Well,
saying
I
that. I'm
have
not saying he
faith.
did something. But what I'm saying to you is, what is the point of telling us that some naked little boy took off running when you were trying to arrest him? What
I
is the
don't know. I don't know why they put that
Me
in
neither.
there. Because it
I
really
think it was
doesn't.
just context for this for whatever the event was, because I really don't even know about that, man. I need to go back and read
Well,
that.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to read it to you. The context of the story is the Roman. Listen, Jesus was on the run, right? He was
Yeah.
a fugitive literally from the law, right? Nothing to do with it, right? They catch him slipping he with a naked little boy. The boy take off his cloak or whatever for he asshole naked, and they take him to jail.
Boy, carefully comes out of nowhere. Now, in the secret Gospels of Mark, they do add more context, but I have a tendency not to delve too much into the adjacent text. But I'm gonna right now because it says that he was in that garden with the boy, and he was teaching him the secrets of the kingdom of heaven.
So it was in the book of Mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Mark 14, 51, and 52. I'm about to read it to you right here. Hold on. Damn, I just push backspace too many times. I ain't feel like sitting in my room. My desk is in my room. I just ain't feel like being in there. So I kind of made me a little ghetto one with my goddamn ironing board. So I'm sitting here with my laptop on my iron board, and I'm sitting there. I forget the oversized chair. I don't know why I want to fucking be in here because the air conditioner's in my room.
What you sipping in that cup, though?
Coffee.
Okay.
Why are you judging?
I don't drink nothing but water and coffee. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't eat red meat. I don't drink soda. I don't do no shit like that.
Is that why your body's so snatched?
No, that's from me exercising. Okay, so that everyone deserted him and fled. A young man wearing nothing but a linen garment was following Jesus. Then they seized him. He fled naked, leaving the garment behind. What's the point of telling us that shit?
What book we reading and what chapter and verse?
He just
said you could pick whichever version you want, but it's Mark 14, 50 through 52.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to read that whole chapter. Let me go get my book. I gotta read that.
Damn, y'all Christians never have their books. I'm an atheist and I got my books sitting on my bed right now.
Right.
Oh well.
I always have my
Miss Valentina.
I always have my Bible. Don't play with me.
I don't know one, because if I did when I used to smoke, whenever it would have been late night and I ain't feel like going to the store, that would have been it.
No,
I can't smoke no bleach.
The pages.
You should have had one after you graduated.
Yeah, maybe back then, yeah, I definitely would have. But now they be putting all types of chemicals on this
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. The dye on the pages, the ink, all that shit'll fuck you up.
You gotta
Back
get the
then,
Gideon
fuck
joints.
yeah.
They got
Chronic.
You gotta get the Gideon ones, y'all. In the beginning and the end of them bitches, just white sheets that don't got nothing on it.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
The Gideon.
The Gideons.
But no, I feel like that is so true. Like every time we speak, and they will get up on a panel that's discussing scripture and not have the scripture with them.
Yeah,
and
like
then,
you should be sleeping with the Bible on your bed at this point, like me.
And then they'll weaponize their incompetence and weaponize their ignorance to try to say, well, I don't know what the Bible says. So you're just saying that if I don't remember all the verses, all of a sudden I'm not. No, it's like, bro, you should be studying this shit. Like, right. Us as atheists, like the Bible I've got is close at hand. I try not to read it, but I got the Quran close at hand. The Book of Mormon, I've got that bitch too. Like, what do we need?
That's the one you should read. You should read the Quran. That's the one you really listen. If you want some entertainment, that's the one you should read. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Bible boards me.
Oh no, the
Old
Old
Testament. Into like jobs, yeah, with jobs when God and the devil made a bet. That shit was okay.
Well, see, that's the thing, because like the idea that Satan fell from heaven, that he is the enemy of God, that shit's not biblically sound. It's nowhere in there. It is just not fucking in there. Like they every time you see the character of Hasatan working within the book, right? He's always in tandem with or in command of another god, right? Job, he makes the bet. The accuser makes the bet with Yahweh, right? Well, Yahweh makes the bet with him because he was minding his own fucking business, and then Yahweh's talking to him. Where do you come from? Have you considered my savior Job? Like that was all him, right? Then you see later on, he shows up to incite the census, right, from King David, but that was in accordance with Yahweh's plans. You also see him again show up. He possesses what's his name, Judas, to ensure that Jesus is supposed to be sacrificed. But we know that his whole purpose was to be sacrificed. So what the fuck was the point? Right? What the fuck is the point if he's in opposition? He's not in opposition. And then you also see him test Jesus in the wilderness, right? But if you look at that verse, the first it tells you, so Jesus was led by the Holy Spirit to the wilderness to be tested by the devil. The Holy Spirit sent him out there. The Holy Spirit set the whole shit up. And when you literally watch Satan test Jesus, he's testing his power. Like, do you got the juice or no? That's the whole point. Right? Nowhere in there does he tempt him to do anything that is that would be considered a sin.
Okay.
It's like people
all
just be
right.
adding shit.
So yeah, that okay, so yeah, that doesn't make sense about that, the whole thing with the naked boy. But
Right.
I do my Bible has a side, like a now you got side notes or sub notes
Yeah.
for each
Apologetic.
scripture. Yeah. I just wanted to, I'm gonna just read it out. It said, the account of Jesus' arrest ends with, my bad. The account of Jesus' arrest ends with this comment about an unnamed young man. There does not seem to be any theological reason for Mark to record this incident. The older explanation that it is an autobiographical detail about Mark.
Oh yeah, that's it. I remember. Yeah, the apologetic is that Mark is talking about himself in that moment. It's one of the apostles, and it's not named because Mark is talking about himself. Even if it was one of the apostles, what the fuck he naked for? There's still
He had to get away because apparently he was gonna get arrested too.
Arrested too for what? Jesus was the only one that came looking for, like, what's his name, cuts off an ear and they don't arrest his ass. He cut off an ear and they didn't arrest him. They was coming for
they was gonna kill them, though.
They were coming for Jesus and Jesus alone. Hallelujah.
I mean, that's just what I get from that. Like, because they try to put their hands on that on they try to grab the young dude and he had to slip away. The only way he had to slip away is to get naked.
Why are you laughing, Daria?
I'm sorry, the whole thought just like played out my head like, can't catch me, whoo! And then all of a sudden you see my cheeks running. so I didn't mean to laugh.
But the Bible is so explicit and it's very, very descriptive and prescriptive when it comes to how it categorizes whom it's talking about at any given moment. A lot of times what dogmatic scholars will do is they will try to make the evidence fit their narrative rather than changing their narrative to fit the evidence of what is being said. The authors had clearly some intention when they wrote this, right? And they clearly, throughout this narrative, was able to differentiate when he was talking. Twice he does this off elsewhere, while Jesus is up here doing his thug dizzle, whatever it may be, with this young man who only has a little skirt on. Interesting.
Makes no sense. Tap the screen, y'all. Share the live.
Hey Reggie, that's gonna be. Oh man.
I got worse shit than that, bro. Why would God tell you to cook some bread over some goddamn cow dung?
He wanted human shit at first.
Right.
He said, Ezekiel, you gonna eat this bread. Either way, you gonna eat shit. I don't know. I don't know what you crying about. I've never put anything unclean in my body. You gonna do it today?
Dang. All right. I gotta be right back again.
There is God hoes. He got hoes in different area code.
We need one more. It's Saturday night. What y'all doing? Y'all being old people or what?
You see him yawning.
You are, yeah.
It's raining real hard here.
I come out here and talk to y'all folks. Don't want to hang out with me.
Hang out a little bit.
Go ahead.
No, but you did. I was just trying to see what he was talking about.
There's all kinds of all white and all red parties today, right? All that shit's fucked up.
I don't like those type of parties unless it's all black. I go to a black party all the time, but I ain't wearing fucking white.
I went to it last year, the all white party. It was actually all right.
I'm a dark person.
You don't like getting your Lisa Ray on?
No, I think she fly though. She's been consistent with the white shit, so she do it like nobody else.
Even when she's in movies, like that's the craziest thing. I was like, how much of a badass do you have to be? Somebody else wrote with some other character in mind. If I'm playing her, she's wearing white.
Right. That's how Denzel is. If I'm gonna be with a woman in a movie, she gotta be black. You have like certain status, you probably can, you know, if they want you bad enough. That's a minor thing. White, unless it's like she just wouldn't be chosen for certain roles, but you know, she probably wouldn't want to be. Hopefully I meet some people who I'm going to I forgot what the after party is for, but it's basically for creators, models, actors and shit like that. So I'm trying to make sure I stand out even more. Just, you know.
Well, you just got to get up there and say what what your avatar said in that video. God might have spit you out, but I won't.
They love it. Oh, it. I must have made nice for that.
Have you ever been swallowed up?
Mm-hmm. People be too comfortable trying to make out with me though. I'm like, I ain't really that for real, I ain't really that out there with my kisses and stuff because I really be thinking, I don't know what you got. Like now if you find enough, you might bypass that thought process, but it ain't happened yet.
Isn't that crazy how we look at pretty people and get stupid?
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that crazy? We live in a society like that. Literally, some of the most intelligent, most robust, and prolific and fearsome women you'll be like, you got real dumb for that dude, didn't you? You got real dumb for him, didn't you?
It's a natural reaction. I can't help it.
Yeah,
I believe it's shut down.
Biological. It's biological, so that we'll perpetuate the race. So we'll continue to procreate.
Facts. That's how I feel. Like I can't control whatever this attraction is. Just like if I'm not attracted to you, I can't turn it on either. It's not gonna happen.
Well, you know, I have had attraction develop over time. You know, that like a person that I wasn't initially interested, like on a romantic or a sexual tip. You know, it developed over time, but mostly that's on my sapiosexual type shit. Like if that person is like really, really like intellectually like stimulating, like I might be like, you know what? What the dick look like? What the dick look like?
Right. No, I've had that, but then like when you're mad at them, it's hard to stay with them. I don't even like your ugly ass. It's like all the thoughts that you.
That is sad. Pretty good.
But they ain't having ass.
Oh,
when they look good, at least you like, man. I hate your fine ass. Leave me alone for now.
That is sad.
I'll snap back.
But no, I mean, but that's the reality. That's the reality. I was telling a friend of mine, you know, because she was trying to be like, you know, like blah blah blah, and I was like, and said, and so I said, nah, I'm like, you're handsome. I said, no. I said, people react to handsome people a certain way, and they do not react to me or treat me that way. If I was so handsome, I wouldn't have to fight so hard to be heard, seen, or liked. Like, it is my personality that paves the way for me. Like, and then people might decide that they think that I'm handsome because they like how I make them feel or how I present myself. I said, but that initial, like, you know, looking at somebody and being like, oh my gosh, you know, at the mouth saying the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, and watch the entire room still hang on his every word just because he looked a certain way.
That's a fact. And women too. Yep. I was just watching this clip, and they like real popular streamers or whatever, and he going to their door, and this girl, she pretty. She opened the door and just started making stupid noises. And he's like, what? He's like, you're lucky you're beautiful. And she just did not get it. And he's like, what the fuck is wrong with that? Like, yeah, if he was ugly, that would have just appalled it. That would have made everybody be like, ugh. Kick her ass out of the room, matter of fact. But when you look okay, like that's Christiana Rock, that was her whole salvation, was her looks. That shit went down though. Like when she started getting on everybody's nerves, not only was she like being annoying, but she wasn't looking good. Like she lost her tooth, she tatted her neck and her face. She wasn't really caring about keeping herself up. On top of breaking people's stuff and eating and burping everywhere and just being obnoxious because that was her brand, but it wasn't paying enough. It was funny when Blueface was like, man, all this bullshit you doing it ain't bringing enough views. Like, you're gonna have to stop. You ain't hot no more.
Right. I mean, because here's the thing. Even this algorithm for like as any fucking body, you know, and sometimes his numbers do reflect at least some of what the work he's put in. But generally speaking, like, you know, Pretty Cat, you'll go live and you put your face on camera and you get 100 people up in there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't had 100 yet, but about 30, 40. But yeah. I do notice when I take my face out.
Yeah.
You're right though, because when you stop looking at the camera for a while, people start leaving. They do just like to look at you. Like, even if you don't look, if you're a woman, especially, even if you're not like the finest woman, if you have an interesting features, that also people just want to stare while they talk. It's kind of distracting, or I don't know. Kind of like movies. People, they pick the ones who are interesting to look at, because if you ever notice that most movie stars, or if not all of them, are interesting to look at, even if they're not very attractive.
We were just watching that movie with Anne Hathaway and Michaela Cole. And Michaela Cole is a interesting looking individual. Like, she is, you know, like, looks like if a Black Panther decided to stand on all four, she looks like a werepanther. A werepanther. You know, but her performance in this movie was brilliant. But no, and so I agree with that. But I've just noticed, because I've been looking, you know, I've been in these spaces, I've been just noticing patterns. You know what I mean? And I've noticed that if you do appear on camera, generally speaking, you're going to get more engagement than if you don't, right? Mm-hmm. You have to be pretty You have to be pretty engaging in a lot of other ways in order to keep people in there if they cannot see you. If that makes sense. Because I've noticed, like, you know, some of the bigger people, like Thinker, you know, she's always on camera. But then you have some like Mama Bash who aren't ever really on camera. But, you know, the crossing and pollination of like the different audiences, I think helps with that. But then, like, you know, Fluff is always on camera too, you know, for the most part. And her,
she has
like,
an interesting look.
It's dating. It's Courtney is dating for people who don't believe in God. I just haven't ran it in a while because I haven't really had time because of the way I work. I'll be tired as fuck. But I got 10 people in the back burner that I should have been fucking had on there. I done made videos for it, every fucking thing. I just ain't had time.
Can we go on there together, Courtney? You do like a speed dating? Don't break my heart.
No, thanks, babe.
You might bring me to the Lord.
Well, not through the act that Father Trinity was referencing in terms of, you know, Jesus and his disciples, but yeah.
But we don't mind because we're women. They don't condemn women in the Bible for, you know.
Nope. Yep. There it does. Any sexual act between women in the Bible is not regarded as sex.
I'm sorry, Eden.
There's just nothing in there.
Wow.
No, for real. This is biblically.
It really
there's
is.
nothing in there that condemns two women being together sexually. I mean, in fact, when you have a harem of wives, as the Bible traditionally denotes that men have, like the idea that more than one of them might engage with the husband at the same time, why would that be off the table? The marriage bed is sacred, right? And according to this, the narrative, you could have as many wives as you could afford. So what man is gonna have a harem of wives and ain't gonna have some of them asking some of them to munch the box? Like, what that makes no sense.
Interesting. This
I
guy
found out something new.
Yeah.
I found something new lately about a few days ago, which doesn't make sense to me, but that kind of has something to do with the Bible in a way. Right? You know how the Bible refers to people as Edomites, Sodomites, everything is a goddamn Mite, right? So I found out the patois word for lesbian, and it just doesn't make any sense. What's up, Lords? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Do y'all know what the word is? Sodomite. How does that make sense?
Satellite.
Yeah. Sodomite. How does that make any sense?
Sodomite. I don't know.
Yeah, that shit's stupid. That don't make sense. Right?
I don't get that. I gotta hear what the etymology is of that shit.
It can't be any, because if it sounds like sodomite, and how is this how? Because that refers to men, right?
Well, no, it just refers to someone from the region of Sodom.
Right, I get that. It's that's true too. But the key word is Sodom, right? Which is the key word of sodomy, right? So it don't make sense.
Why would lesbian be associated with that?
Right. It's backwards.
And isn't sodomy going through the booty?
Right. That's what I'm saying. How does that make sense?
I don't know. Unless
Guess they
say
have some toys made of clay. I don't know.
All I know is it's okay. It's all right. It's fine. I ain't gonna keep on pressing. I don't like when people do that and somebody really ain't. So I'm gonna stop playing with you.
I love you, pretty. We could go out. We could go outside.
I'm in there still. Okay, yeah. Get you a little drunk.
Don't be don't be telling her you love her, but you're not willing to lick her. Like, say that's some bullshit. Don't be playing with
Hey,
her.
I don't even want to be licked. I do all the work. That's how I do it. I don't let women lick me. I really don't. 'Cause
You try not to fall in love, huh? Because you know the best mouth comes from the women.
Oh, no, I actually do enjoy men doing things to me. It's weird. I would do everything to a woman and then want a man to do everything, because even the way they lick you is more, I don't know, this is like a devouring. I'm gonna devour you, but I'm gonna be more gentle and just playful and enjoy you. But a man is kind of just, niggas, y'all be hungry. I need a hungry one. So I mean, if a woman could do that, then, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna want her to bend me over. So if she, you can't do that, man. You're gonna make me angry.
It's gonna make always plastic.
I love pink tacos.
It's your rubber ducky.
Nah, I need to feel the pulsation. Like, see, I can't. That's why I'm like, I'm not really all the way, but I'll play. I'm a pleaser. I like pink and brown tacos. Beautiful.
They all pink on the inside.
I need that brown though, that chocolate chip.
I actually am a chocolate chunk guy to the point to where I'm like I want somebody to hand it to me and make the joke, sir, would you like some cookie with your chocolate? That's what I'm talking about.
It's fun though. I don't know what it is about doing that. It's so fun to do it. It's like a fun thing for your tongue to do. You get rewarded instantly.
Should that motherfucker get wore the fuck out? I feel like you in a goddamn weightlifting competition. Oh, that should get old after a while.
That's why I like niggas that do weightlifting with their neck. They put the weights on their neck. Their neck never get tired. You be, oh my god, are you okay? No, I'm fine. Yeah, you got to get that chain. It has a head pad and it just has chains on the side, and you can link whatever to that bitch and just. I'm telling you, upgrade your lick game.
I ain't no pit bull.
Oh, you crazy. There's levels to this. Oh, God, for you.
Courtney, you going to hell anyway, so it don't make no difference.
I'm not going to hell.
If it existed, you would.
Right.
How? No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
I've been redeemed.
Okay, so what's your whole premise? No matter what you do, you can just keep saying sorry over and over. That's your point?
I never said that, but I've been redeemed.
Okay, well, then you already know. Then you ain't going. You know how I know you ain't going? That's a couple reasons. Number one, because you got a coochie. That's why you ain't going. That's the first reason. Number two, somebody done been in it, correct? Has anything came out of it?
I've been made new.
Okay. Has something came out of it?
God makes all things new.
Did he make that pose new? Did your hymen go back?
Did something come out of it? You got a kid?
No, I don't have any kids.
Okay. Where your parents? Where your parents at? Where your parents at?
They where they at?
Okay. And are they married?
They were married. They're divorced.
Okay. Your mom definitely going. What about your grandparents?
She's not.
Okay.
We've been redeemed. We are part of the new covenant. Stop.
Exactly. So did Jesus ever say that everything before I was born is done away with? Or did he say, I didn't come to change anything, but to uphold it?
I mean, he said he came to fulfill the law.
Exactly. So the law says that you and your grandparents and your mom, and if you have ever have any kids, is going to hell because they done already fucked it up. But on the bright side, everybody you know gonna be there too. Everybody here gonna be there. We all gonna be there, and I'm gonna have my money ready, and I'm gonna be down that motherfucker tricking. Watch it.
Hey,
That's
hey,
the
Courtney.
plan.
Make it rain, Trip. Make it rain, Trip.
If I can't get you here,
make it.
If I can't get you here, I got all of eternity.
I'm gonna be selling ice water.
But no, I want you to hear something, Courtney. So Jeremiah 31, 35 to 36 says, "Thus says the Lord, who gives the sun for light by day and fixed the order of the moon and the stars by night. If this fixed order were at the Lord, then also the offspring of Israel would cease to be a nation before me forever," right? So what that's saying is that unless somebody was able to break the covenant between the sun and the moon that the Lord has, that they should not arise when they are scheduled, the covenant shall not be broken. When did he stop?
From that is that the sun and the moon is removed from the sky, then we can anticipate that the children of Israel will always be here on earth. So I don't know what you're
what that got to do with a different covenant? What that got to do with a different covenant, though?
Well, let me help you a little bit more, right? So Jeremiah 33, 20 to 21. If any of you could break my covenant with the day and my covenant with the night, so that the day and night could not come at their appointed time, only then could my covenant with my servant David be broken. In order for there to be a new covenant, the other one cannot stand. And until Jesus can break the covenant that the Lord has with the sun and the moon, according to Jeremiah, this new covenant that you're talking about is null and void.
So what you mean? Courtney. We can't hear you, Courtney. You've got your hand.
I don't have my book in front of me, but
of course you don't have your book in.
I got the internet. I got the internet right now. Go ahead.
But essentially, it was discussing, the Jews and the Gentiles being redeemed through Christ. So I would love for you to look at that. Actually, I can look at it. Give me a minute. Jews and Gentiles.
Guaranteed. This is some shit that Paul said. Guarantee.
I know. I was about to say. I said, and I guarantee that it has nothing to do, and nor does it negate the Lord's words in Jeremiah about the Jews and the Gentiles. And it is going to be something Paul said. Jesus said he came not but for the lost sheep of Israel. Worry about no damn Gentiles.
Right. Y'all some dogs. Bow wow.
But the Gentiles is everyone who were not considered Jews in the Old Testament. So you're saying
New
that
Testament too. New Testament too.
Hold on. Okay. Read chapter. Okay, here it goes.
What chapter? What's the name of the book?
To the Church of Ephesians.
Ephesians?
Yeah.
Okay.
To 11.
Is this something that Jesus said?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's read it. You tell me. All right. Therefore, remember that formerly you who were Gentiles by birth and called uncircumcised by those who call themselves the circumcision, which is done in the body by human hands, remember that at that time you were separate from Christ, excluded from citizenship in Israel, and foreigners to the covenants of the promise, without hope and without God in the world. But now in Christ Jesus, you who once were far away have been brought near by the blood of Christ. For he himself is our peace, who has made the two groups one and has destroyed the barrier, the dividing wall of hostility, by setting aside in his flesh the law with its commands and regulations. His purpose was to create in peace, and in one body to reconcile both of them to God through the cross, by which he put to death their hostility. He came and preached. Okay.
Yeah.
So who wrote Ephesians? Who wrote Ephesians?
Wasn't it Paul?
Sure was.
Right. Right. That's Paul, right? But what Paul says, excuse me, it contradicts what Jesus said. So who's more important, Paul or Jesus?
Well, Jesus tells us to listen to his prophets. He does tell us to listen to his prophets before.
Listen, Paul is not his
unaliving.
prophet. Paul is not his prophet. And when he said
He's
that, he had never
apostle.
met. Listen. Before Jesus died, if he said, listen to his apostles, right? He's not his apostle. He never met him while he was on planet Earth. That's number one. Number two, which could easily be number one, it contradicts what Jesus said himself. Jesus told you verbatim that I only came for the lost sheep of Israel. So even if he said to listen to his apostles, Paul was not one of his apostles or a disciple. He never met him. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, I know Paul and Jesus never encountered one another, but clearly
Right.
he was, revealed. God revealed to him in some capacity,
How do you know that?
through
How do you know
ultimate
that?
impact in humanity.
How do you know that he met up with him? How do you know that? How do you know he came to him? How?
I don't know, Reggie.
Right. And that's a very honest answer because you don't know that. Nobody knows that. Because let's go off of what Paul said. Paul is claiming to have met Jesus after Jesus was already crucified with no witness. Why would you believe that? I can give you, okay, let's say Jesus is real. Let's say everything he said is for real. But why would you believe what Paul said when he's telling you he met a dead man? Why?
And don't you think that him meeting him is pivotal? Pivotal? Like that was a big change in the faith for Paul to enter the
Right.
scene. Why would why would Jesus not prophesy such a thing?
Right.
Because he's
But
really
Mhm.
okay. No, go ahead, Courtney.
No, but I also just think that God sent forth his Holy Spirit too to reveal this ultimate destiny of Jesus Christ. Now I know that there's no claim,
But that's
there's
not what
no
I'm asking
evidence
you.
supporting that claim. But
Right.
there's ways that Paul could have prophesied, even if they didn't meet in the flesh, which I agree with. But there's ways that Paul could have garnered some understanding. Maybe not the full picture, but there was some sort of understanding. I don't know. I wasn't there.
How can you
Reggie.
how can you understand someone that you never met? And I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Paul. How can he understand somebody he never met, but contradict what the person? Jesus is the big dog in this story. What he say trumps anything, right? So if he says, I only came for my people, it don't matter what a motherfucker who never met him said. Right?
Yeah, but Jesus also says that he came to save the world. No, I think he
Where
says
did he
that
say that?
somewhere in John.
Where? Unless you're talking about John 3:16, where he say that God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Why would, listen, think about it, all right? Why would Jesus say, oh, my father loved the world so much that he gave his only begotten son to be sacrificed? He didn't even know that. He didn't know that.
Jesus didn't know that, or God didn't know that?
Neither one of them. And especially not at that time, because that's before Jesus got fucking sacrificed. So how would he know? Like, why would he say in John, like, oh, my Father loved the world so much that he gave me his only begotten son to be sacrificed? Why would he say that? That don't even make sense.
Jesus knew he was here for a good time, not a long time.
So why did he run and try his best to avoid the situation for him?
Because he was made of flesh. He had fears. He had, he had human emotions. He experienced them. He wasn't exempt.
If you know all this, right, and you know where you came from heaven, you know what's up there, right? You know everything because you are one with the Father. Why would you be afraid? Why would you run?
He didn't. He, persevered. He fulfilled his ultimate mission. So, of course, in his flesh, there was some conflict between the spirit. There was a pull to do it. There was a pushback, to ultimately be like, God, can't there be another way? Like, do I really have to do this? Like, can we come to a different agreement? But no.
Okay, why would you worship somebody anyway that fucking sacrificed his own goddamn son? Why would you do that? And who abandoned him?
But that to me is a reflection of God's love. Like, who would do that? Who would do that? What man, what woman would do that? For humanity, for people who love him, who don't love him, like I think
you sacrifice your own child to save the world. Would you do that?
No, I couldn't do that. My flesh couldn't allow me to do that.
No, you're good. The good parts of you couldn't allow you to do that because you're moral. You're not a fucking monster. But I just wanted to ask you one question because about the whole law thing. What if I went to fulfill the law of, I don't know, speeding, right? Like, what would that mean? Like, what would that look like? Yesterday I fulfilled the law of seatbelts. Does that not just mean I followed the law? I did it. I fulfilled it. It doesn't mean now we don't have the law anymore, especially if I explicitly say the law is not done away with. Like, y'all, there. And then he went into detail about when you could safely say the law is done away with, right? So I don't get why you fight. I get why you fight because you're flesh, right? This stuff is stupid. You shouldn't follow it. You're actually a good person regardless of this text, right? So I get why you wouldn't want to follow the law. It's miserable. But at the same time, that's what is called of you. That's what Jesus did. He walked the law out. He showed you guys how to do it the right way. He even tried to make them less harsh, like, with the picking up sticks on the Sabbath. Well, actually, did he get killed? Yeah. What did he do? What nice thing did Jesus do? Damn, wasn't that much. Oh, he allowed somebody to save their animal from a hole on a Sabbath day. Like he made sure, like, okay, y'all are doing too much. Y'all letting animals die in ditches because y'all don't want to work. Like, no, that's not. It's made for you by God, but you're supposed to do it because it's forever a symbol of God resting on the seventh day. Like, you're never going to get away from the Sabbath, even in the kingdom, in the holy days. You're not getting away from it. The sacrifices, you're not getting away from it. So why do you think at this point that you don't have to do it?
Well, I've never had to sacrifice anything to atone for my sins. I think I'm forgiven.
But the forgiveness is in your head, and it's a comfortable lie you set yourself into. There's no evidence for you to suggest like, oh, I'm forgiven, unless you cherry pick and say this said I'm forgiven. It applies to me. Fuck the fine print. God, give me it for free. Like, what? When has your God ever done anything for free? I don't see that character in him or that characteristic.
But the ultimate price has already been paid. Like
But
God was satisfied with that.
If that was the case, then nobody would go to hell.
Well, no one has to go.
No, literally, like nobody could go to hell because the price is paid. Like it's like me going to pay off some. So, like, say you took out a shark loan, right? And I go pay them off. It's fully paid. They're not going to come to your house, like unless they're corrupt. So you're saying the fact that we're going to hell is shows that your God's corrupt. Then I would agree with you, because he's God. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Like, it's just a lot right now.
I know. I'm gonna leave you alone, but just think those I don't knows should be red flags to you. You shouldn't toss them to the side and say, it's just God. God, like just try to psych yourself out. Like, don't do that. If this thing is as true as you think it is, then it should be able to withstand the scrutiny that you put it through.
And I think both, though.
Yeah, but you default to I don't know, and I genuinely don't think you're going to search for these answers after the I don't knows. I think.
Okay.
Am I lying?
Nope.
But
I'm saying nothing to be mean.
In the book,
I only want to make you feel good, to be honest. So don't think that I'm trying to be mean. I'm really saying I doubt you.